Hey, neighbors, and welcome to this fortnight's episode of In the Red, wherein our heroes are still in debt, but working on it. We are temporarily short a Kiv tonight. He will hopefully be here soon as Danny finishes up some work stuff. Other than that, here we are. Hopefully, this is as exciting for you as junior high dance classes. No, fortnightly, nothing. Is that just me? All right. Did they not have that in Ohio? I don't know.
No. We didn't have anything useful. We just played dodgeball and stuff. I guess I don't know.
Oh, okay. They taught us how to
we
like
only
foxtrot
learned-
and waltz and nonsense.
No, we didn't get any of that. Actually, the only thing we got to do is like
We had square dancing down in Texas, so
it was awful.
That you could not have said anything to surprise me less. Anyway, last time on In the Red, our heroes did some business stuff, and slowly made their way toward the tower of the dragon that they're gonna unseat and steal his stuff. There was some discussion that maybe it was a fairy dragon. That discussion was quickly squashed as falsehood. It's not a fairy dragon, guys. It's not a regular dragon, but it's not a fairy dragon. So we'll see when we get there. Other than that, our friends found a few roadside shrines to fey entities. There's a unicorn, a hag, and a fey dragon. Fairy dragon.
Weird. Very weird.
Because they used some bennies to make it so. That fairy dragon's name is Clamor.
It is. We didn't know that.
No. That's because I came up with it. It should not have taken me 2 weeks to come up with the name Clamor. But
how do you spell it?
Clamor.
Oh.
Lamor.
Clamor.
Fairy dragon.
Fairy.
Clamor the fairy dragon.
Who is very hot
What's that?
because ice is melting around everywhere. Fire.
Oh no!
The
separate
dragon is a different thing.
This other fairy dragon. Okay,
Yeah.
we found a thing. That's right.
Oh god.
This is an episode where Spit found out that fairy dragons are tiny and chaotic good, and not large to huge and chaotic or just some kind of evil.
I only knew my one kind of dragon
It's
my
true.
whole life.
Dragons are dragons, right?
I
It's
think
true.
we need to talk about the fact that in reality, what's going on here is this fairy dragon named Clamor is actually have some sort of distorted magnifying spell, kind of like how like Batman has his like bat signal, but it's just like and explode, like, just so much. I think it's really what we're seeing is just like almost like a fisheye lens.
All of this
really
is
big dragon.
just a single fairy dragon hiding behind an emerald curtain.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it 100% is, and you can't tell me otherwise. Even if we are fighting a
I
real
wouldn't
dragon,
dream of telling you anything.
and you can throw a dragon at us, and you know what I'm gonna say? You're a big fairy dragon, and I'm probably gonna get a breath weapon in the face. You know what? It's okay. They run hot.
Oh god.
So our players made it to kind of within eye shot of the tower. So within a couple of miles of the tower, there does seem to be like the barns and stuff are less destroyed this close to the tower. I will, without needing to make an insight check, I will tell you that is probably because there's like guards set up periodically to protect this, the dragon's stronghold. So be aware of that. It is the 4 of you and a puppy. Yes,
And a wolf.
Non-combatant
And a wolf.
puppy.
a non-combatant puppy and a wolf. Baron has stayed back to mind the shop.
Yep.
As
probably an
in
elemental
line with
adept.
your wishes. What's that?
He's totally an elemental adept. He'd be totally useful right now with all the resistances of fire people. And, he's probably just throwing fire willy-nilly.
Well,
you know
how
what?
else is he supposed to cook the chimera meat?
I don't know.
You haven't bought.
Do I look like a chef?
Uh.
That's a different character of mine.
You haven't bought
All
an
right.
oven yet, so it does seem
Yeah,
peculiar.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here you are, within eyeshot of this large tower. I don't know. You've brought your cart. I don't know how close you want to bring this cart to the tower.
Right.
So far, you have been pretty stealthy insofar as you haven't seen anybody on the road. You don't get the feeling that there is a general alarm about. You were very successful in your skill challenge last time to get here without being obviously noticed by several people, right? However, there's not a lot of travel in this region that isn't associated with this entity. So riding a cart through town or past the tower might make some folks suspicious.
Well, some folks suspicious. Are there people inhabiting this area at all?
Well, there may be guards.
Well, because he says folks, and I don't know if you mean hey, guards. Well, yeah, because no one's going this way.
So there's no towns around here. It's just
Yeah.
arbitrary
barn.
barns and old farmhouses.
Yeah.
And it looks like there is some occupancy of those barns and farmhouses periodically. It's not concentrated by any means. I would not call this a town or even a village.
Right.
It is a sparse landscape with a few barns here and there, but it is noticeable that these barns have been maintained rather than just let go to the elements like most of the others around throughout the rest of the region.
So I know that we worked really hard to get here, and it would probably I don't know how successful we'd be if we were to need to go back to town to try to regroup and other things like that. So do we feel equipped, kind of understanding that it's kind of warm here and stuff? Do we have the chops to go in, or should we go back and regroup and try to get some fire resistance-y things or fire extinguishers? Yeah.
Is
Was
the
that
plan?
one strain of thought? You're
Yeah.
you're going, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Just point it right at the mouth and go, shh.
All right. So, how
So
far
Ray
away
of
is
Frost?
how far
true.
away is town back to Silver
Oh,
Hollow?
yeah. It's a couple of days.
3 days or something.
3 days or so.
But we've been given a time limit.
No, I mean, the dragon's been occupying this tower for what you think, as far as you know, 10 years. So, another 6 days is not going to make a huge difference in the grand scheme of things.
Because if we do go back, we could get more Big Mar healing potions.
No, we can't. We need to use the healing potions first. It's sort of a rejuvenation thing.
Uh,
But the other thing, too, is that I think we can, if Roscoe's not busy, we can go and ask him if he's aware of anything that may be able to help us in this direction. See
Or
if
even Baron might know too. Anything that could, because he ran with a group that had guys that were fire resistant.
I think, yeah, if it doesn't, if we can spare the time, let's go and not put ourselves in grave danger on the way back. Let's go get
Get
more
some
information.
water.
Some water. Yeah. Exactly. So I think now that we've got a closer look of the grounds around the tower and more information about this dragon, or at least inferences about the dragon, I think it's wise for us to be able to go back and maybe equip ourselves in a way that prepares us for battle.
Before we go back, can those who can go invisible? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're going to need to either go up this tower, because we're not, fighting this dragon ground floor out in the plains, unless it comes to us. But maybe those who can be invisible, see if there are entrances on the tower.
Okay, yeah, I
Person
can
that-
do that.
Yeah.
So you're still a few miles away from the tower.
Yeah.
I can get my spyglass out.
Okay.
And he's just moving closer. You're like, oh.
I mean,
Yeah, give me an advantaged perception check. I mean, are you doing it from the ground here? Are you gonna like try to get a vantage point or what?
You'd like hop up on my shoulder.
I was gonna say, I was like, not tremendously. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I don't want to like drag the cart around, and this is generally overall fairly flat lands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
there's
prairie.
not like
yeah.
there's not like a hill I could get on top of.
I mean, there's like
So-
periodic
There's
like
trees,
copses
aren't there?
of trees. You could climb a tree.
And like
oh,
I can hang out by Jeffrey and just like reenact cool things and go like, whoa.
Or Jeffrey could stand on Marengo and you could stand on Jeffrey.
so
And
I
you
didn't
could
wanna
all go
say it.
back on your rear legs and you could get like dead. You would die because 2 horses would fall on you.
Not with that attitude.
admittedly, my game plan was to go get up on Kiv's shoulders and then jump.
I mean, that's
And
less
one
deadly, but not
to
as
try-
creative.
Hmm?
That's less
I mean-
deadly, but not nearly as creative.
Correct, but I mean, I also was going to recommend that Kiv get on top of one of the horses, but then Kiv's already standing and is really tall anyway, so it wasn't going to give me that much more. So yeah, I did weigh that. I want to get on Kiv's shoulders and jump while invisible. Actually, Kiv can be invisible. Oh, that's a spell slot,
It's-
but
Oof. And like that's all we hear. It's like
but yes, that's going to be my vantage point because a voice in the sky told me, oh, I should get a better view. And so I immediately scamper up to Kiv, who's probably like, whoa. And then I get up on the shoulders,
I can't wait to tell Kid
spyglass
what
in
he
hand.
said, or what he said.
And I
Whoa,
go-
whoa. Got
I
him.
get up and I jump to try to get the best vantage point I can.
Okay.
While looking through a spyglass.
While looking through a spyglass.
All right,
to
make
class
you know
local.
what? This is going to be just a flat perception check. It would be advantaged, but you have odd circumstances right now that are making it more challenging than normal.
He's
Can I
earning so
perform
much
an-
advantage.
Can I perform an acrobatics check to see if I earn back my advantage?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah! That's a 19.
You gain back your advantage. Congratulations.
I've got a +9 to acrobatics because that's what I was able to double my proficiency in.
It be like that sometimes where you just gotta jump on people's shoulders and get that looking through the eyeglass
Well,
moment.
I'm so glad I don't have to count that natural 1. So that's a 26.
26.
Those are certainly words.
Sure. So you look through the spyglass, you see the tower. The tower is attached to a roadhouse. The roadhouse is a single-story structure. The tower is a 4-story structure. There are windows periodically on the upper levels. There are 2. From your end, there is 1 entrance to the roadhouse and a separate entrance to the tower. The top level of the tower is a beacon that could be lit, presumably. It is peculiar because it looks like it is lit, but it doesn't seem like it's producing like illumination. Like it's like it's like dusk-ish. So like maybe it's just a weird like trick of the light that golden hour is ruining everything. but it's odd that like nothing is emanating from what appears to be the lit beacon. So
Interesting.
what else are you kind of looking for?
I'm looking for. Well, I mean, you explained all the different structural things actually that I was going to ask about. Do I see the dragon or any other beings?
Even with
dragon.
the spyglass from this distance, you can't really see like the ground around the tower. There's some trees in the way.
Mhm.
Like you can barely make out the doors where they are.
Mhm.
You see like
Even-
some evidence that someone is there.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if the beacon isn't showing things, is there anything like smoke or
Yeah,
like
and
what the
that's-
atmosphere looks around?
That's generally how you get the idea that people are there, because there's clearly a fire lit, and you see like some packs that are kind of near the roadhouse door. So like clearly someone is there and brought their stuff with them.
Gotcha. All right. I was able to see it, guys, and I tell them all of this stuff too. So I still think we should go back and regroup and get better stuff and potentially some better intel. See if Rasto can help us.
Hey, Brian, I have a really quick ask.
Oh.
Yes.
This is kind of more metagamey. I have a friend in the chat who is never really played D&D. Can you give us a really quick overview of like the game itself? I know I'm like totally in the middle. Yeah, it's Twinkie.
Of D&D,
Of your game.
of
and
my
what
game
we-
of D&D.
Yeah, like what we're doing. He's like brand new. I asked him to join. He's in the middle of class, and that's me annoying him.
Well, first of all, go to class.
No.
second of all-
No, the first thing I gotta say is next time don't have your lungs collapse, because
That's odd. All right.
No, he had a lung collapse, and I'm happy that he's better.
All right.
And,
That's fair. I've had that happen before. It was during midterms when I was supposed to be taking classes. Anyway, so we do mostly 5th Ed D&D. We try to incorporate aspects from other systems that help build the narrative in more kind of community-oriented ways. So the goal of this game is to focus on, is to allow players to have meaningful impacts on other characters, right? So we try to incorporate those aspects mostly from a game called Monster of the Week, or mostly from a game called Kids on Bikes, but also a bit from a game called Monster of the Week. So we just try to be more narratively focused than the relatively combat focused D&D system.
And then what about this setting? Your setting?
The setting, the gods have been gone for 1,000 years and are slowly making their way back. This particular sub area of the setting, the region was sacked about 10 years ago through some sort of unknown overnight assault.
It was a big plane.
It could be. Fortunately, it provides our heroes with plenty of opportunity to track down Prophet, because there's a lot of ruins and stuff that could potentially be lucrative.
And we're currently away from Winds Hollow, the first town we found, after finding out that there's explosive fungus. Oh, I know. Mind control-y dead person fungus that also can be used as an explosive if need be. And also, we're fairy dragons with big magnifying glass.
Yep. They've made their way to a tower to kill a dragon that is largely kind of in control of this region.
Oh, and we killed a bus-sized chimera.
Yeah. And the
No
big
doom
driving
shroom.
factor
Yeah.
while we're doing all of this stuff is we might owe a small sum of money.
Yes, they owe 11,000 gold to.
Because we went bowling with statues.
Yeah.
I
It
feel like this
wasn't
is
my
not.
fault.
It wasn't our fault. It was a fact of the matter that who put statues in domino range.
Lots
think-
of people.
That's dumb. That's not our fault. And he put a hit out on us, so I don't think we owe him
Yeah,
jack
that was-
squat.
That was insane.
Watch, he's gonna turn out to be like a demi. Wait, I'm not gonna say anything because he's gonna show up as that person.
I
Right.
don't know.
Considering Brian's like the big bad guy. It's probably Baron. You If Baron is Eustace angry pants face,
Cloud bottom.
Cloud bottom, I don't care. Dude's gonna still be employed.
All right. Well,
Oh my goodness.
fine. Moving
Not
on.
an at-will state.
Moving
Yeah.
on.
So you guys are gonna head back to town and
Sorry for the
recoup,
interruption. Thank you
recover.
for explaining.
What?
Sorry for the interruption. Thank you for explaining.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna head back and come
we're
back
gonna-
better prepared. Is that the goal?
Well, yeah, now that we're informed. I mean, I thought we were well prepared to begin with, but
You were the
Now
one
that
that
we have more
was said to go back.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, we can be better prepared.
That's true.
Like, I
And
do think it's
you can
important.
always be better prepared.
That's true. But yeah, if it if it results in no significant consequence, yes, I would like to go back to town.
If
Sure.
anything, we get to refresh the time on the meat.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't,
But
There's
remember-
can't
always
forget that.
things to do.
We also asked Baron to make sure that he was able to find someone to go and do the thing. But so yeah, would want to go over to Roscoe to see if he's aware of anything that may assist us in giving us that may assist in fighting things that may have fire resistance, or also give us things that can grant us some protection from fiery type things.
So are we just automatically just doing like the star wipe and we're now in?
Oh yeah.
Or do you
Yeah,
dramatic?
I'm not dealing with like coming up with travel montages for
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
so
exactly.
you successfully get back to town.
Huzzah!
Well, actually, real quick beforehand. No. Actually, it is kind of important. I would like to make note of where those shrines are. I also was making note of where
Mm.
Clamor the fairy dragon was. I was taking notes about that in my book. Like in my separate, I'm not drawing on the book that I found from. I'm not being that weird
Sure.
guy. It's drawing on over the notes. Like, oh, this is important, but this is more important. Like, I'm not doing any of that. I got my separate book doing that.
Right.
Um,
So
Does
Clamor is an hour northwest of the barn that you recovered Baron from.
Okay. I thought you were saying like Clamor itself was actually
No,
the
statue.
shrine.
an hour
the shrine.
northwest.
statue.
I was like, that I want to just. Can we just go an hour north just to?
Just to do it.
Can we go find this dragon?
The
Yeah.
shrine to Clamor is an hour northwest of the barn that you recovered Baron from the bounty
Gotcha.
hunters.
Okay. The shrine is an hour. North.
So can you be back in town now?
Nope, not yet. I've got another
Oh
thing.
no!
Where we found
There's so many things.
Baron being held. Okay. I would like to kind of also map the route we went,
Okay.
so we can kind of replicate it
Mhm.
on the way back. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't need to do those things that are annoying and require us to do checks because I don't want to be found again. So
Sure.
I'd like to do that.
I mean, you're gonna have to make a stealth check regardless.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm
like-
hoping that we go through the routes of we kind of are a little bit familiar, even though it's only the second time doing it.
Mhm.
And additionally, on our way back, do we see the drakes again? Are they still there?
The drakes.
The guard
The
drakes.
gray drakes that we fed good berries to.
Oh, at the where you got Baron.
I don't know how far ago that's where they were.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
They were in one of. They were in
They
the
were
barn.
in
That
a
was the
barn.
second
You
round.
didn't say which one it was.
It was like second round of us doing.
Yeah,
So
second
yeah,
round
so it
barn.
would have been
Skill
Oh,
checks.
right. Okay. Yeah. So you find the gray drakes. You know where they are. They're like a half hour away from the shrine, or probably 2 hours away from the shrine of Clamor.
But where are they in relation to? Oh, 2 hours away.
2 hours further along the
Mhm.
road.
God, where the hell were we? I feel like we took the most obscure route to get to, because I'm thinking
No,
it's like
the hexes are
this. I think we just did like one of these, and like the path goes that way, and it would have been like way quicker.
I
But
mean,
it's like,
we were
There's an
for the-
entire river there.
I mean, for the cart's travel's sake, it probably was along the path, but we
Yeah.
were weaving up and both north and south of the road to be able to investigate barns and identify if there were people in them, what kind of people and whatnot. So I think that your description, Morty, checks out because we did do a little bit of off the beaten path exploring while invisible and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
It takes you less time to get back because you're not doing so much exploring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you get back to Wind's Hollow.
Yep.
What is the goal? What's the first step in Wind's Hollow, I guess?
Goal in Wind's Hollow, I think if the time is appropriate, let's go over and see Roscoe and see if he's able to tell or share anything with us about battling things with fire resistance, or to aid us in battling in protecting ourselves from fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you manage to get to Roscoe's shop, and Roscoe says, "Well, I mean, if you're battling stuff with fire resistance, I would recommend not fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. That's my recommendation.
That checks out.
If you don't use fire, you don't really have to worry about fire resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And then if
Do you know if anything is particularly effective against it, aside from like a hose of water?
I mean, sometimes cold damage
Mm-hmm.
is more effective, but not always.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of dragons specifically,
yeah.
let me check my notes here in my alchemical reagent notebook.
Yeah. And then while you're looking that up, is there anything in here that anything in town that you're aware of that could like provide us protection or resistance from a being that has fire resistance, assuming that it potentially uses fire too?
Sure. So I don't. While I'm checking my notes, I don't see any indication that dragons would be vulnerable to any type of damage. Just that they are resistant or so sometimes immune. My expectation as a dragon controlling this much territory is probably not resistant so much as immune to fire damage if it's indeed a fire dragon.
Yeah.
In terms of resistance, how long are you in town?
Well, we want to make sure that we're well equipped. So if there's something that you think would be pretty helpful, but it might take some time to be able to create, well, what length of time would that need to be?
I could get you
36 days.
No.
based off the supplies I have on hand, and it would eat in quite a bit to the Chimera. I could get you. I could get you some salves that would help protect against the fire, as well as some cold grenades that would work similarly to alchemist fires, but would deal cold damage instead.
Yeah.
I could probably get 5 of the salves and 7 of the grenades together in 3 days for
Oh, wow.
250 gold.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow!
I do appreciate all the work you're doing for town, so
Yeah.
the steep discount of 250 gold would be
Right.
the town would make up for the losses I would suffer from
Right.
giving you that rate.
Wait, so what do you mean by eating into the Chimera? Wait, hold on. What?
Well, I
was
would
that?
have to use the reagents that I got from the Chimera that I paid you for the parts for.
Oh.
The cold grenades would come from
Yeah.
the cold components, the like big
What
icy
would you
loogie.
otherwise use it for? So we have a better understanding. Because
Oh, yeah.
you're the guy here. Like maybe that will help us give some idea. I mean, I'm not like if if that this will impact what's going on on the fungus. Like if this would take away from components that you'd use for the fungus.
I don't
like,
think so. So the components I would use for these items would be specific to each head. The components
Yeah.
I would use on the fungus would be like internal organs,
Okay.
like the regenerative properties and those kinds of things. The ice grenades would come from the ram's head,
Hmm.
the gland there.
Yeah.
That was creating the cold discharge, and then the fire resistance would come from the Drake head.
Yeah. I think what Morty was asking for is that were you actually intending to use these for another purpose, or are we stealing that away from you, essentially, that opportunity?
I didn't have anything on the docket, but I mean, they. If you don't use them for these purposes, someone else will surely.
Yeah.
So this is more this is just like using the stock that you have versus
Hmm.
like because we came to you with a request.
Well, that's
You're
what I
using
can make off the materials I currently have.
Yeah.
Like if you were to like I can make things presumably for lots of purposes, but I don't have all of the materials available to me. For
Well,
instance,
what would
like if
it
you wanted
take?
me, go ahead.
What would it take? You're making a fire grenade or ice grenade or cold grenade, whatever it is. What would it take to do the video gaming kind of like make the next level up? Is there anything we can do in that 3-day time span that would take to make it to be like, hey, we can get a better version of it because we're going to do something? Like, if you have the time to do it,
I mean,
is there something?
if you provided me with the ice glands of a white dragon, I could probably make a more substantial
we're
one.
talking
but
about more so that really, really crappy fetch quest that you give us for 6
No.
gold, 6 experience. Let's go fight some boars, and we're like, because we have so much boar stuff, it's like you have so much cyanide from the apples you just sat there picking out the seeds. Like what kind of stuff? Come on.
So
I mean, I don't. Yeah, go ahead, Dimitri.
I was gonna say, I know you're talking about making ice or cold grenades.
Mhm.
What about like frost arrows?
I could do one or the other probably.
Yeah.
Because I have a finite amount of material here, right?
Yeah.
Like we only have the one set of glands from the Chimera. I don't know of any other like cold breathing beasts nearby, so it's difficult for me to be like, go kill this, and then I can make you the next level up. That's not really how reagents work. What I have on hand is what I have on hand. If you want more potent cold grenades, we'd have to go find more potent cold beasts to use the reagents of. So
Probably go with the grenades then.
I get the feeling you'd be trading one danger for another at that point.
Yeah, that's true. Well, thank you, Roscoe. Guys, should we get the grenades and the salves? We don't know how big of a beast that we're going to be fighting, and I think we should get every bit that we can get. And who knows what's inside that tower, too.
Is there any way to reinforce anyone's gear? Maybe. Otherwise, like, is there any way to like potentially
for like a permanent thing?
A permanent or maybe a semi-permanent thing? To like be like, hey, is maybe that the salve that you have? I guess the salve would kind of reduce.
I mean,
that
the salve would function that way.
Yeah.
Short of like magically enchanting gear to be frost resistant, which is it's frankly beyond my capabilities. I'm an alchemist.
Oh, sure. You know what? You're a dream maker. You're a miracle worker. Don't you ever sell yourself short, bud.
You are short.
I appreciate that.
I don't know, guys. I feel like we should. I feel like we should get them, but and you know what? I think we should get them. I think there's gonna be enough stuff in the tower.
You think that
Yes,
the
Morty?
dragon's hoard is going to accommodate
coughing.
250 gold worth of material?
I mean,
think
I
so.
hope so.
The fact that we got a bag of gems that was 1,300 gold worth of gems from our captors, I think we can.
Oh snap! I forgot about that. Where is that bag
It's
of gems? It's
literally-
over there. Yes. Then yes, let's get the things.
Yeah!
So you're going to do
All
it
right.
then?
Yeah.
Yes, we will
Why
just
not?
feel it. So, so thank you so much, Roscoe. We really, really appreciate that. You let us know if there's anything that you need from us to help this out, because you're really helping us out here. And hopefully, if we're able to clear things out on this other side of town, you'll be able to, well, I mean, I know this matters more for Mayor Ornath, but there will be even more hustle and bustle coming from both sides.
Yes. I agree.
Yep.
I'm just like searching for this sheet really quick.
No worries. It may be in a chat.
Somebody, whoever has the spreadsheet open, just deduct 250 gold from it.
Yeah.
You mean hoard gold?
Whoever isn't Jake but has the spreadsheet open, just
Why do you not trust me? What the heck?
Because you just said you wouldn't do the thing.
I said hoard gold.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. All right,
I-
John. I did it.
Cool.
Just don't worry about me. I'm the trapeze
right.
safety inspector.
But we are also
Safety.
getting 5XL, fire cell. All right, so for the 3 days while we're here, let's go ahead and talk with Viren about anything that he or anything from the bandit troop may know.
Ooh, I actually have another thing I would like to do too.
Go, Marty.
Goliaths.
Oh, yeah.
Goliath
could talk
boys
about
that
them.
you wrecked in an arm wrestling contest. That
I
is
mean, I was
super-
trying to make them
super
happy.
inappropriate when you just went to town on them. Super. Wah! Inappropriate.
So where do you want to go first?
The first thing that what he said.
Let's go talk with Baron.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
to see how the shop is doing.
Yeah.
You know,
So, and also the Morty can touch the meat.
Why do you guys say it like that?
Yeah.
so Morty can gently repose the meat.
So I can softly massage the meat.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Odd.
It's tenderized. It's tenderized. All right.
This is good.
So, Baron, so we saw a whole bunch of different runes and stuff like that on the way over to the tower, and we're deducing that there's some kind of fire dragon in the area. Have you ever heard of any like rumblings about that from the time when you were with all the bandits and such?
I mean, that would make sense.
Oh,
The bandit leadership has fire resistance, which would come from presumably fire dragons. I kind of feel
Oh.
stupid now for not having made that connection.
it's okay. We
It'd be
didn't
like
make
that
connection
sometimes.
either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean, if it makes
sense.
you feel better, I thought it was a fairy dragon.
Oh yeah, it's not that.
But in your time with the camp, did the dragon ever make itself seen by the bandits? Did it
no,
look afraid of anything?
I never saw the dragon.
Ah.
There was a tithe that needed to be paid
Mhm.
regularly, but we sent someone from our organization to the
To deliver it.
tower rather
Oh.
than the other way around.
Ah, okay.
It didn't. I mean, presumably,
didn't
if we
visit you.
failed to provide that tithe,
Mm-hmm.
it may have been grumpy and come to visit, but we
How long?
didn't.
How long did you all pay that tithe?
As long as I was in the organization. I mean, the dragon's
Wow.
been in. This dragon has been in control of her, at
Yeah.
least of this region.
And how
Um,
much was that tied? Like, was it a percentage of what you have?
It's
Was it a set amount?
20%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well,
Did you happen to get any armor or anything from the dragon or the tower?
No, I wasn't high enough ranking to be rewarded with those kinds of things. My understanding is some kind of magical effect. It wasn't the leadership of my
mhm.
bandit group had developed an innate resistance to fire damage rather than
something
having
bestowed.
gear that made them resistant.
Makes sense.
Somehow their interactions with this apparently fire dragon provided them some sort of fire resistance.
So I know that the dragon has been around for a while. What do you think the world would be like, or this area would be like, if that dragon wasn't around anymore? Like, what of the group that you were a part of, especially if they were paying all this stuff?
Who knows? You know, power vacuums are tricky, right?
Mm.
Who knows what?
Would you think?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, would you think that your group would just kind of move on to a different area, or would they have kind of kept around this space and maybe find something else to do? Kind of what sentiment would your group have if all of a sudden this power were to not be here anymore?
I mean, my guess is the group would be as active in the region and just keep the 20% that they were giving to the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect... There's a strange hierarchy in this region, and I don't know how it all shakes out.
Yeah.
But if this was the most... If this dragon was the most potent creature in the region dominating trade, it wouldn't allow this much trade to go on on the borders. My guess is it serves something more insular to Bell.
This is just a pawn in a bigger game.
Yeah, we got the feeling that this may not be the be all or end all. You're right.
I wish it was just, not this.
I
wish it was actually just Clamor.
All right. Well,
speaking of which, have you ever heard of a thing called Clamor?
Clamor?
You know an awful lot of things.
I know that some of the more superstitious folks in my tribe of bandits give homage to old fey creatures. Maybe is it one of them?
We found a shrine that paid homage to a fairy dragon named Clamor, and
then my guess is Clamor, fairy dragon.
You know what?
That was
I walked into that one. You know, I'm not even gonna fault you for that. You know what? Touche. I appreciate it. I appreciate your whippy and snappy attitude. That's why we keep you along, and because I don't want to get rid of you because you might let me on fire. And
I don't have a plan of lighting you on fire.
Well, you know what? I don't want to be that person that gets lit on fire. So, anywho, do you have any other info about it beyond that? Was there anything beyond that you remember from your colleagues, your colleagues
about this fairy dragon, or about the big dragon?
Both, but anything you haven't told us already. But mostly about. I really don't care about the big dragon. You know what? We're gonna deal with it. we're gonna deal with it.
That'll be fine. I'm far more
Yeah.
concerned about the tiny fairy dragon.
I am
Um,
actually more concerned with, and I say to him, and I actually do actively pull out my book
Mhm.
with my with the Lady of the Woods. I say I am actually more concerned about this fairy dragon because it might have a connection to a person that I'm looking for.
Mm. Mm.
There's a note.
Huh.
If
Okay.
I've seen one, if there was a note, I've seen one, and I say, I do, I just, it might help me get a better understanding of where I belong in this, in not necessarily Bell, but the bigger world at large.
Yeah, I don't know much about the kind of creatures that were here. I mean, I'm not a particularly superstitious guy.
Mhm.
I get it.
I don't really know much about like the Fae in general. I don't know.
Sure.
So I'm afraid I can't really help you too much insofar as this fairy dragon. And it, from your accounts, you've probably killed the folks that I would know that could. So
Mm.
Anywho, have you been keeping up with the
wicked
arm
shot.
thing, with the arm thing, and the whole
Oh,
healing?
and the
and he
healing.
like moves. He's got pretty close to. It doesn't look like he's ever gonna have like full range of
A
motion
full
again.
arm.
But his arm is completely attached. There's some
Nice.
scarring that's probably gonna be there forever. But
Hey!
like,
Is it a
Feels
cool
good?
scar or is it an awful scar? Is it
It-
like one of these you just like pull up and it's like, when it's like intense, or is it like
Um,
awful and it looks jagged and like somebody like?
it looks a
Effed it
little
up
bit
real
like
bad.
burn scarring throughout like all of his shoulder area. Like it's
Are you
it's
resistant
not
to fire
good.
too?
Like, what's up?
Are you resistant to fire too?
No, like it's like the surface area of burn scarring, but
Yeah.
like clearly it's where like the flesh was stitched back together by alchemical means. Like
Sure.
you get the idea that a lot of that is probably acid based. Like it's
Mm.
not good stuff, but like
But it's there.
Even now, wounds are closed with like silver nitrate and things. So
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So acid is, just kind of like melting things back together to give him functionality.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
my thing. I'm gonna go touch the meat. If we weren't clear on that,
Yeah,
and that was a
You
joke
touch,
before.
you touch the hell out of
I
the
just
meat.
like put my hands and I'm like,
Sure.
You're filling up the meat there.
No.
Yeah.
All
Caressing
right.
the meat.
So let's go with Morty's suggestion now.
This is what.
Of being able to talk with people about our armor. And see
Gotta
if we
go,
can make
bye!
their hands
This is
up.
okay.
is it something? Unless you needed something.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to go with? I don't know, like where I fit into your whole adventuring scheme here.
Oh, we want you to be absolutely safe, and we are definitely entrusting you with the well-being and I was gonna say eventual, but continued success with the shop. You've been saying that folks are coming by, wanting the chimera meat. We definitely need to work on getting something more exotic in here too.
Meat.
Yeah, that's the plan. But unless you think that there are folks in town that could also hop in here and responsibly take care of things, if you are itching for adventure.
I mean, I'm not itching, but you pay me, so you tell me what you want me to do.
I think given that the
We're
most
empowering our
recent demonstration.
employees.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think we'd like you to be able to stay behind and make sure that everything stays safe. We're
Stolen.
really sorry about what happened for you before, but we've reinforced the store, and
There's
hopefully,
a big lock.
yeah. So hopefully it won't happen again. And we definitely trust in your abilities. That, and I don't think the fiery thing that we saw in the barn is probably going to be super duper helpful, unless you do other things.
Are you also an elemental adept too?
A what?
What?
No, I don't know what an elemental adept is.
Sorry.
Okay.
No. We just want to make sure that you are able to do your jobs proficiently, sufficiently. So if there's anything we can do as employers, let us know. Put in the suggestion box.
Okay, I'll get right on making a suggestion box.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're responsible for making the suggestion box.
So yeah.
And
So
I
is-
pat him
okay,
on his
yeah,
good
that's
shoulder.
But yeah, no, I think for this one we would rather you stay back, but I mean, we'll continue to kind of figure things out. I guess while we're out, since we know we'll be out at least a few days again, if you are finding anyone within town that would suit well in terms of helping out and whatnot, especially a person that could also touch me, that could be really helpful, and there could be future things that we'd want to have you along for as well, especially if the extra set of hands could be super helpful while we're on the road too.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
I like the idea still that we've like meat from like a month ago that hasn't gone bad. Like it's just like we've been just like and like doing okay. Like
Yeah. All right. So, Morty, you suggested that we go over and chat with folks about armory stuff.
what? No, I asked him. Hold on. No.
Oh, you were asking Baron about armory things.
What?
No, he just wants to go talk to the orcs.
I was.
Oh, it's the orcs.
You're
That's
using
right.
the word
I
arm
wanna
in the
go.
wrong
Yeah.
sentence
I
here.
am. Yeah.
I was saying armory as in you beat them with your arm.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, let's go talk to the Goliaths. And Aaron.
Sure, they're at the tavern.
And I'm gonna say, Spit, no arm wrestling
Yeah,
unless they want to do it.
that would be a good sign that they're in better spirits.
No.
But yes, let's go over to. Is it Macy that's there or Gerald?
It is Macy because it's the daytime.
Yeah. They go, hi Macy. Is it busy in there?
It's busier than you've seen it. I mean, you're not usually in here during the day.
At this time, yeah.
So it's busy for like midday for sure. Like it's not typically
Nice.
like a daytime place. It's more of a nighttime establishment. Some of that might be because y'all are out of town doing other things, and
Yeah.
Baron is focused on like getting the place in order again before he opens up again.
Yeah.
There's some folks around. You see about a dozen people, 4 of which are Goliaths sitting with Aaron. The rest are just kind of like a hodgepodge of other people in town. Not that you've seen before for the most part. So either they're farmers that have come in to bring goods to market, or they're, passing through town because there's some degree of trade now. But you're not sure.
Cool.
Hey, we
Right.
did something. We're useful.
Yeah. So we walk over to the Goliaths and Aaron, and how do they appear while we're moving closer?
They're in much better spirits. I mean, obviously, like, they still have a family member that just passed, so like they're a little upset about that. But
That was Aaron's.
partner.
Partner.
There was never a
Yeah.
discussion of like
Mm-hmm.
the specifics of that relationship, but
Yeah, I just want to make
you
sure
know
it
that
was
they
like,
were like together in some romantic way.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just double checking.
Yeah. So,
Hey, you.
hi
Oh.
Aaron. Hi Goliaths.
Oh, hello.
How's it going?
It's going.
That's good. We're just in town, and we wanted to. I know there was a Spit.
What?
Uh,
and I like hold up both.
we
my
just wanted to
arms.
follow up, make sure everything was. I know everything's not Gucci and great, but we wanted to see, is there anything we could do on our end to help out? Anything? We just wanted to make sure everything was good on anything
You
what
could-
we could do to assist.
Yeah.
I mean, you could find the cause of the the spores that infected and took him.
Yeah.
We are
And
well
deal with
ahead of
that.
you and already looking into it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I don't know that there's anything else I could ask of you. You weren't responsible for his death.
Yeah. And we definitely worked really hard to kind of properly put to rest when we did have the encounter. I know we didn't get that much of a chance to be able to talk about it, but we feel for all of your loss and wish you strength during this time. We are here and we're committed to helping Winds Hollow be a safe and happy place. And we're encountering lots of things that are just really weird and strange. And we want to be able to get to the bottom of it in as safe a way as possible. And that's why we're back here in town. We're going to fight a dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I'm
exciting.
strong.
So we connect with Roscoe, and there's this tower that's over there, and it looks like it's like controlling the area, and we want to make sure that it's not going to be causing any trouble for anyone anytime soon.
Okay, well,
Do you-
that's an endeavor.
Well, I actually do have a question if you wouldn't mind entertaining us.
Mhm.
Do you know anything about a dragon? I mean, you've been here longer than we have. Do you know of anything or info about this in general?
I've never
or...
gone north of town, so
Ooh, that's fair. That's from Aaron saying that?
yeah.
I
The
looked at
Goliaths kind of like mulled over, and I'm like, we don't know about this particular dragon. Like, we're from the mountains where other dragons are. I don't know.
Do you have any tips and tricks about getting rid of dragons?
Uh,
Do they not like garlic?
My understanding is they are indifferent toward garlic.
Okay. Joke
Says,
fell
I
on
don't know,
flat feet.
don't get breathed on by them.
Yeah.
Is it a
That
big
is a good-
dragon or a small dragon?
It might be a fairy dragon, to be honest.
I don't really think that's a dragon.
No, it's got dragon in its name.
Okay, well, if it's a big dragon, steel yourself against its terrifying presence.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a small dragon, you probably don't have to worry about that so much. But either way, breath weapons are bad.
Yeah.
Tactically, it's important not to group up when fighting
Yeah.
one of the large beasts.
Yeah. No, thank you for the tips.
Well-
Yeah. It definitely reminds me of back when I served under my dragon. So that all checks out. Yeah, I was gonna ask on Morty's behalf. We don't have to talk about it now, but if you've ever heard of anything about a dragon named Clamor, noodle
Beat me
on
to it. I'm not gonna lie, you beat me to it by about a breath.
Yep. So,
Oh!
yeah. So I even said on behalf of Morty, but we don't need to talk about it now.
A dragon named Clamor? No, I don't. We don't really get the specific names of
fairy
dragons.
dragon named Clara.
A fairy dragon named
Yes,
Clamor.
yeah.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. Well then, I guess
We
that.
don't really deal
settles that.
with the Fae particularly.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
If you do learn of anything, it would very much. I would be in your debt.
But not that. Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
No, because it is important to me.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but there could be a connection to something greater than us.
Is this you asking us to investigate the matter?
If you'd like to investigate the matter, maybe.
No, I mean,
Are
only
you
if it
putting
interests
us
you.
to it?
If you want to be.
So no, then okay.
If you don't want to be, then no, I'm not.
It could be a really great thing to kind of busy your minds and kind of galvanize together over something.
Make a persuasion check, actually.
Oh. All right, here we go. 18.
Jeez. Yes, we're recruiting.
I only have a +1 to curve.
We're recruiting.
What is clearly the leader of these Goliaths looks at you and he says, that could be a good way to occupy our minds. Perhaps
Yes.
perhaps we should look into this clamor creature. Suddenly I'm interested in these fey shrines throughout the region. That's
Maybe I can.
he kind of like leans into his buddies.
Yeah.
And then the four of them get up and leave.
They just
And just like
instantly
leave.
start
They just like leave the bar and like you look out the window and they're like headed to the gate. Like they have like made the choice.
They've got
Like
shit
this
to
is
do.
what they're doing now. They just take off.
All right.
I hope Aaron. I kind of hope Aaron's like, what the hell just happened?
She's like looking. She's looking at the table with 5 meals in front of her, and she's like, "Guys, like, you couldn't just wait like an hour?"
Sorry.
I guess. Very precocious.
But now you have to go meals.
I'm not gonna eat all this before it
Now
goes
with that
bad.
attitude. Wait, I can fix that.
What?
Just like stick. I'm not gonna do it, but what I want to do is like stick my hand in the meat, like.
Does it only work on tissue? Like,
Hold on.
I'm
I
curious
hope
if
you
it
make
also works on like the bread and the dairy, or if it just works on the meat.
the word is.
Oh God.
Oh, it's so much worse. You touch a corpse or other remains for the duration.
Oh
the
yeah,
target
that
is
doesn't work on
protected
cooked food.
from
No.
decay. No, it's corpse.
Yeah, it doesn't work on cooked food though.
Why?
It's no longer a corpse because it's like
yeah, well,
prepared
let's not-
food now.
You know what? We don't know that.
I do.
He's the game master.
Ask,
All right,
ask
so-
any person that doesn't eat meat.
Oh
So-
no.
I had
Boink.
an idea while they were talking. You know, I'm over here like.
Just a
concocting
second. There is a
things.
difference, sir, between raw agricultural goods and finished products. And if you don't believe me, you can check the tax code on imports. Anyway,
That is true,
Dimitri, go ahead.
All right, so while they're like over there discussing and talking with Aaron and such, I'm having like an epiphany. We have this rope of binding, correct?
You
Yeah.
do?
Is it possible to attach this rope to an arrow?
You're on something, aren't you, right now?
Not and effectively fire the arrow. For like a heavy crossbow, I could see it, but like there's
Or a
just
ballista
not,
bolt.
or a ballista bolt for sure. But
Mm.
arrows are just like not heavy enough to be anchor points for like this 200
I don't think that's
foot
what he's
piece of rope.
asking.
For like a can I attach the rope to an arrow, fire said arrow to
I was
make
gonna say,
rope
he's
fly
not-
through air?
He's not asking for like a grappling hook.
No. And by anchor point, I mean like something to anchor the rope to
Got
to
it.
manipulate the rope, right? It's
Okay.
just not it's just not big enough to do that.
Yeah, makes
Right.
sense.
A ballista
I was
bolt,
imagining-
100%.
Yeah.
A heavy crossbow would
Are you-
probably like cut the range down, but you
Hmm.
could probably do it.
Because I was envisioning that he's trying to figure out how to do the whole quarter on a string trick for vending.
What?
You know how you could put a quarter on a string and like you see it in the movies and they get the vending machine open, then they pull the quarter out as soon as they're able to get the thing. So they never spent the quarter.
Totally
No.
not what I'm thinking, but
Oh,
These
it's not?
Typically,
Oh, yeah,
no.
stops to prevent that.
I was
from
definitely
happening.
envisioning Dimitri wanting to like dip an arrow in
Steal.
ice magic and then
Oh.
like pull the arrow back each time he fires it.
Isn't that messed up?
no,
No, you wouldn't be able to do that with an arrow. No.
because well, I'll explain what I was thinking.
Ready for this?
So, since we are going to be fighting a dragon,
Mhm.
and breath attacks are a thing,
Mhm.
and we happen to have this rope of binding,
Mhm.
if said rope was shot around dragon's mouth,
Mouth.
and then we shouted the keyword, and it bound its its muzzle shut.
Sure. Yeah, that wouldn't work.
That wouldn't work.
You might be able to bind its mouth with this rope, but not with an arrow. That's the kind of thing that would require. It would probably require an Arcana check to kind of like manipulate the magics in the rope enough to like bind his mouth shut.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be able to do it like with a rope. No.
I do
Unfortunately.
have +5.
Is there
Arcana.
any way to tie a heavy weight to this thing, though?
To the rope?
Yes.
Yeah, you could tie a
Yeah.
heavy weight to it.
And then just turn it into an actual, just like,
An actual bolus.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. That's not what he asked, though.
wrangle! Wah, 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 wah.
Way to blow everyone's ears.
Yeah. No, just trying to figure out. Am I able to fire my pole of extension from my bow?
God, this is getting better.
No. Don't worry.
We're gonna murder. We're gonna just
Maybe you could, but you
harpoon
would
this
probably lose the
dragon.
pole of extension.
Yeah.
harpoon
Yeah.
this dragon. Oh, it's getting so much better.
no, it's all good.
Wait, all you gotta do actually is use your pole of extension. Just tie it to the
rope abiding.
rope, and then just say wrangle when you shoot. It goes ding, and this gets really taut. It just shoots as hard as it can. That's all you gotta do.
Maybe
Finding
that's the
magic
thing you could do. Who knows?
Brian, don't act like you didn't think
Really,
about it.
only
So now-
one way to find out.
So now an actual like gameplay type
Uh-huh.
question. How do these scrolls work? So we found a bunch of these scrolls
Mhm.
at the bard. Do we just like touch it and it casts the spell? And then like, the
So
scroll
the way
burns up?
I run scrolls is anybody can use a scroll. By rules as written, you have to have the spell on your spell list for your class. I don't do that, right? So any scroll can be used by any person,
Oh.
but it's like a one-time use and then done thing. Wizards
Right.
can use it to transcribe into their spell book, but they wouldn't be able to like use the scroll as a spell book. When they used it from the scroll, it would deplete the scroll.
Right.
Huh. If you have it on your spell list though, like how exactly does it get cast? I guess is it like do we have to roll to make it happen, or
So unless I tell you well, it's an Arcana check, yeah.
but if like let's say I had mass healing word, do I actually need to roll
You wouldn't have to
for
roll
it? 'Cause-
then. No.
So if it's on our
that's the
spell
benefit of
list-
it being on your spell list. So if
Okay.
it's not on your spell list, you'd have to make an Arcana check, and
Okay.
the check would be 10 plus the spell level.
Okay. Because I was
Maybe
thinking,
8.
like,
I haven't done
as-
this in 5th ed. Everything defaults to 8 in 5th ed.
Yeah.
So I guess 8 plus the spell level on an Arcana check.
Would it be based on your spellcasting modifier or just
It's
Arcana?
an Arcana check.
Okay, so would it be like for me? It would be like a wisdom-based Arcana check.
Well, I guess it would depend on the scroll. So if it was a divine scroll, it would be a religion check.
But it like blur,
Based off wisdom?
for instance, wouldn't.
If it's an arcane spell, it's an Arcana check based off int.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
because I was thinking like because we were talking about bringing our carts and things of that nature and hiding them. Obviously, that minor illusion scroll would probably be very useful for us.
And then, unless I tell you otherwise, the scroll is at the minimum level the spell can be cast.
yeah.
You might find scrolls that are like upcast versions of spells.
Sure.
At which point it would be that, but I don't think you have yet.
Mhm.
Any other
Okay.
in-town questions?
I don't.
I want to, because we got 3 days worth. I think it would be worthwhile for us to just let Mayor Ornath know that we're headed over to this tower that appears to have a fire dragon in it, and that he should be aware that that's the adventure that we're on right now.
we just might die.
There's a little bit of that.
I do want to know what's going on with Bluebeard's
Prisoners?
boys. Yeah.
So it's Bluebeard and what, 2 archers left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
and his lieutenant.
and his lieutenant, right? Because the one archer didn't make it through the night.
Wasn't my fault.
Yes.
So the 2 archers and the lieutenant are busy like fortifying the town and
The
like
wall. Yep.
fixing the wall. Bluebeard has been in his cell.
Cool. No
You
issues,
notice
no
like
trouble.
it's kind of chilly down here. You know, like, oh, that's chilly.
What?
It just seems like there's a chill in the basement, and you're like, oh,
I'm gonna
that's...
start ritually casting detect magic.
Okay. I mean, there's no magic. It's just not. It's not heated, right? Like, he's not going through any extra effort to like keep it warm
Make
down
him
here for
comfortable,
the
yeah.
captives.
Gotcha.
Do we give him a blanket?
He has a blanket.
Oh.
He's just not like pushing heat down into the cellar.
Hey, I want to talk with.
He's got a
you so
blanket.
bad.
Why?
But I don't know
Make an
'cause-
insight check.
about. Okay.
Can I help him?
No, not this time.
Okay.
24.
Wow!
You notice that the first story of the house is pretty chilly too. It doesn't look like the mayor is like going through a lot of effort to heat the house either. But
Is the mayor the Scrooge?
No, the
Is
mayor.
he just sitting here with a bucket of coals somewhere?
No.
The mayor might know a thing.
Yeah.
Let's find
So,
the mayor.
see, I was going to say, yeah, we're going to tell the mayor that we're about to fight a fire dragon. What say you, Mayor Ornath?
I'm gonna
he
hope that
says-
my detect magic is up at this point.
Sure. I mean, you don't really detect any magic. He says, I say, you're going to go kill a dragon. Great.
Fire dragon.
Good luck.
How? Okay.
Do you
Um,
have, I mean, you've been around a bit, and we imagine that the dragon that has been kind of up and flying around the area, that's what we're going to go and pursue. Do you have any knowledge or intel on kind of this flying being? Since
I
you've
mean,
been here?
I don't have a lot of information. I am nervous at the notion of you killing this dragon because there's a level of stability currently that will very quickly go away.
Mhm.
But I am not in control of your actions. Presumably, eliminating this dragon will make one less terrible monster roaming the region.
Yeah. And
I
open
hope
up
it
trade
doesn't
even
invite
more.
other
Yeah.
terrible monsters, but we'll
Treat it
see, I
well.
guess.
Yeah. Do you have anything or know of anything that might be able to assist us in fighting a dragon of the fire variety?
Do I have anything? No.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Do you know of
Yeah.
anyone?
We're
that
already,
might
but
have
we're already
stuff?
working with Roscoe.
Oh,
so-
yeah, that would be my recommendation is go talk
Yeah.
to Roscoe.
It's really cold in here. How about you guys?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Oh.
Would
I
it,
guess
would
you
you
like
be
it a
more
little
comfortable? Would you be more comfortable if I lit a fire?
Oh, no. It's perfectly fine. We were just noticing that it was a little bit chillier, and we wondered, I guess you might like things a little bit colder for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the northern region, so I.
Oh. You're from the north.
From
Do you
from
know-
Rainwall. My family comes
okay,
from Rainwall. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Rainwall is kind of like a subarctic region.
Yeah.
There's a large boreal kind of boreal rainforest up there.
Do you have any artifacts from that region that you may have taken with you that may help in fighting a dragon?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Sure don't. Sorry.
Perception check.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I was about to, but I was just like, no, that's foolish. It's just cold. There's no fire. So Morty has a question for you since you come from the northernish area.
Excuse me?
It's just like you're just throwing him under
Well,
a bus.
okay.
Like
No, so we noticed kind of a little bit north-ish, there is this shrine.
oh,
An
to-
hour north. Hold on. Wait a minute.
it's
An
like
hour
it's like
north.
no. It's
Oh.
like a day and 5 hours north.
Now
There was a roadside shrine near a barn.
it
to a
wasn't
dragon.
like it was.
I'm
hold
sorry,
on. You can't.
a fairy.
You can't even do we You can't do me like that. The climate's not going to change so dramatically in an hour's time unless
Never mind.
you're in the Midwest. Then it
Sorry.
happens.
Yeah, all the time.
But speaking of which, hear about a fairy dragon
No, I don't know anything about fairy dragon.
in Clamor?
No, I don't know.
Do you have any?
Oh,
maybe
but I want to
know
let
anyone
you
that would?
know that it looks like some of the Goliaths, the ones that hang out with Aaron, are like probably going to try to investigate some of that stuff and whatnot. So you hear of anything from them and it's of particular interest or it feels like it's something relevant, I mean, it may be something that could be important to be kept in the libraries and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, library?
Periodical, newspaper.
I mean, I know what a library is, but he like looks out the window. He goes, "Do you think we have a library here?"
I mean, what about all these books that you have?
You push all the books that aren't there.
Oh, no.
Put out all these
right.
books. What books?
There's like
Well,
a few
the-
books, I guess, on a shelf. But
All
Do
right,
you
yeah.
maybe have any info or know anybody that might have info about a fairy dragon?
no, I mean, some of the farm folk that come in periodically might know something, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's cold in here.
All right.
Did you need me to light a fire for you?
No,
No,
it's
we're
fine.
good. We're on our way out.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Fine. Was there a weaponsmith in town?
No.
No. Okay.
There's, like,
There's a blacksmith.
Yeah, the best would be Siegfried, but
And he mostly does like hammers and horseshoes and stuff.
Yeah.
But
And
in a
hand
pinch,
grenades?
can make a sword, I guess, over the course of a few months.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. So
Weeks, probably weeks.
Do we think it's? I don't think it's worthwhile to talk with the guard.
Yeah, we're at it. Anton, let's go. Let's go annoy Anton. We have days to spare.
I imagine we'll just fast forward the days
No,
when we're done
talking
doing
to
counting.
Anton. Anton's the one that might have the most information, and we went to, of course, last. Because best
Really?
for last.
Okay. Hey,
Yes,
He was
Anton.
an Emerald.
Anton.
He was an Emerald Blade boy, and he might know stuff about Clamor.
I don't think so.
You never know. He might be a font of information. Let's
All right.
go and annoy him, and for the umpteenth time.
All right. Hey, Anton.
Oh, hello. Anton's
How are
very
things
old,
here?
remember?
Here. Yes.
He's
How are
real
things here
old.
at the gate?
He says, "Oh, it's getting better now that the gate is attached to a fence."
Yeah. So we're about to fight a dragon.
Oh, very auspicious.
Yes. For the Emerald Blade, did you guys ever fight dragons?
Oh, many times, lad.
So, we think that we're about to fight a fire dragon. So we're getting Roscoe to help us with some fire
Ooh.
cells and some
A
cold
vicious red
grenades.
dragon. Ooh.
It's true, yeah, and definitely not a tiny one. So
tiny. I don't think they come that size.
Oh, they
Unless
do
they're fairy
though.
dragons.
Oh, perhaps. I
We'll
didn't
talk
think
about
about
that in a
fairy
minute.
dragons.
We'll
So
talk
we're
about that
working
in a minute.
We're working with Roscoe to get all that stuff, hopefully to give us some kind of good competitive advantage.
Some
but in
kind of
your
edge,
experience,
yes.
yeah, in your experience in fighting with dragons, have you ever encountered a fire dragon or just in general dragon battle? What did you do as the Emerald Blade to take advantage of the situation?
Ah, see, young man, it's important to separate yourselves and not all
Yes.
be clumped up in one place. You don't want to be foolish, because if you're foolish, you'll very quickly be foolish and dead. You see, you'll be burnt with fire, or scorched with acid, or frozen solid to death. Ooh, very
Oh,
very
no.
dangerous
Wait,
indeed.
wait,
yes,
for a
yes.
fire dragon?
No. This is very different
Oh,
kinds of
generic
dragons.
dragon.
Clearly, Morty is already foolish. Now, you want to spread out and take a pincer approach, right? Many angles, many directions. Keep the dragon on its toes.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I love how fired up you're getting. I'm
Oh,
totally
yes, the
dead.
good old days. I do remember my glory days and the Emerald Blades.
Do
Guys
you think you'd like to try your hand at this adventure again?
Oh my God, I'm much too old for that. I've retired
okay.
many years ago.
No,
I'm very well equipped for guarding the gate, young lad, not for going out and fighting dragons these days. No.
Gotcha. I am resisting
You
the
almost
urge
got
to
this
roll
dude killed.
I'm resisting
Just
the urge
burnt
to
to
ask
death.
roll a persuasion check. But, cool. No, I really like all that information. It makes sense too, because when my dragon got really upset, we kobolds, we just scatter all over the place too. We wouldn't want to face the wrath as well.
No, you don't want to be in. You don't want to have many of you in one place. That's a easy target for a dragon. You see.
It's true. Cool. So Marty, you have your question.
I
that
do
you want
have
to get to?
at least it's not about climate this time. I do have a question. And that question is,
Yes, lad.
have you ever heard of a fairy dragon named Clamor?
Oh, I'm not sure I'm familiar with a specific fairy dragon named Clamor, but
Wait a minute. Does that mean
no.
more?
I mean,
Sounds like
families in this region before the end times here. Families in this region typically had a patron fae creature that they paid homage to in order to produce good harvests. You see, and keep themselves safe from the winter. Perhaps this fairy dragon named Clamor is one of those families' chosen entities. Chosen totems, if you will. I know my family. We worshipped I don't remember. We worshipped a unicorn by the name of Engel. And it came and blessed us in the winter time and kept us warm. And in the summer, our harvests were very strong indeed. Yes.
So, Clamor, Angle. Is there any others that we should know about? That you might know about? That we can...
I mean, I only.
Do you have any?
familiar with
Have you
the
ever
one
seen Angle before?
I've seen the shrine to Engel at my family's former home.
Where's that?
Unfortunately, it's a bit to the south in the west. Unfortunately, it no longer stands. But perhaps the shrine components of the shrine remain. I don't know. I haven't been there in quite some time.
Do you have anything that you'd use to
Worship?
Channel your energy in worship? Do you maybe have something that's still on you that you used for Angle?
Oh, I'm afraid I turned my back on those superstitions years ago, young boy.
So what do you do now?
Now I depend on the community to protect me.
Yeah. That.
I protect it in exchange.
But when something is out of your reach and out of your protection and out of your control, then what do you reach out to?
I reach out to a stiff drink most of the time.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much, Anton. We're super prepared now to go back to Roscoe, collect our goods, and stealthily make our way back over to the tower.
Excellent. I didn't think we were going to waste a whole nother episode of In the Red not fighting, but we might.
This is so much more important than fighting.
A fairy dragon named Clamor.
Brian's like, I was ready to murder everybody.
Danny is going to be so upset with you guys.
No.
It will be. So yeah,
I can't wait to get the update.
Admittedly, a little bit of it was just sort of like, okay, hopefully they'll be able to come by before the action starts. But anyway, so let's go get our stuff from Roscoe.
Yes, he has for you 5 kind of fire-resistant salves. He says,
how long do they last?
Roll a d20 for me.
Just flat?
Yes.
14.
They will absorb the first 24 points of fire damage.
Whoa! And I give Roscoe a high five.
And he says, and here are these as promised, the frost grenades. They work just like alchemist fires, which I think is what, a D6 for 2 rounds.
Believe so. Let me see here.
I think the first round on explosion it's a D6, and then it lasts for 1 additional round, unless they have changed them in this edition.
Alchemist fire.
Alchemist fire. Make a ranged attack. It says on a hit, target takes 1d4 at the start of each of its turns.
And can end with a DC 10 dex check.
Yeah, we'll do that then. So it'll be 1d4 cold damage each turn until the target takes an action to make to essentially get it off of
put
them.
the cold fire out.
Yeah.
Cool.
And guys, I look at everybody and go, we now know that there's a horse with a horn named Angle.
Its horn is even bent and everything.
Yeah, it's bent at
Not angle, Engle.
Oh, Angle.
Engle. E-N-G-L-E.
Stupid name.
All right.
They go, you know what? He's gonna have his horn bent at an angle.
All right.
Stupid name.
Oh gosh.
I'm even more mad now.
Okay.
How many of these cold grenades did we get all together?
7.
7, right?
7. Okay. Is it possible to strap one to an arrow that I can?
No.
Dang it. All right.
You have to get up close and personal, like the rest of us.
You'll have to be within 30 feet of a thing to use
You
it.
have to be within 600,000 yards of it.
Yeah.
We should really just be fighting this thing from you're at the bottom of the tower, just shooting up at it, just airing. Wah!
All right. So
Well,
now we go ahead and go.
He did say to stay apart.
Yeah.
Well,
I
let's
don't
be real
know that
here.
he
We
meant
gotta,
that far apart, but
Oh,
that's
okay.
fine.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, does Roscoe have any more healing potions or anything of that nature?
Roscoe has healing potions, regular healing potions for 50 gold apiece.
Okay.
Or he has greater healing potions for 200 gold, right? 200?
We have our big Mar
100.
healing potion.
Yeah, we have
whatever
one
you wanted.
apiece,
Yeah.
and I think I only have one other healing potion. Yes.
We might need a restock of healing potions this period.
Well, how many do we have altogether is the question.
I have 2 healing potions plus the big Mar potion.
I got 2 and the Big Mar.
I have 1 plus Big Mar. And did we have any just laying around at the shop?
Big Mar.
No, we have to use the big Mar in order to.
No, I'm saying that's where it came from. Those are the ones hanging around at the shop.
Oh yeah. And then I could swear that Kiv had some.
So the
On his
inventory has
person, Joe.
3 potions of healing.
I haven't updated it on mine.
What?
The inventory, I don't have what's on mine when I bought stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, then I can't help you.
because I'm referring to my personal inventory, which may not necessarily be cross-checked with the party inventory. That's a
Mine
good point.
most certainly is not.
Then I can't help you.
That's why
Exactly.
that's why I wrote down there. Dimitri took 1 as of 2 weeks ago for the Big Mar version of the healing potion.
Well,
Oh,
everyone's
there's
gonna
4
have
new
one.
ones. So there were 7. You took 1.
Oh, of Big Mar?
Oh, you took your bit. Everybody took their big Mar healing potion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
And
everyone's
then
got one.
there's 3 group healing potions of healing left, and those are just 2d4 plus 2, not 4d4 plus 4. And then whatever you guys have on your person.
All right. I'll take one of those group ones just so I
Okay.
can also be at 2.
And the big Mar are tier appropriate, so they're going to be 4d4 plus 4.
Oh, that's big news.
Yeah.
Well, no, he said that a while ago.
I know. It's
Yeah,
just,
but it's a good reminder. Yeah.
that's some big boy
So,
energy right there.
I mean, how many do we expect to need?
That's
I
a
would-
magic question.
I would definitely say we should bring everything that can heal us. And
Okay,
everything-
so I'm not going to be using any. Just to be very clear, and this is more metagamey. I'm not going to be using any spells against this dragon that are damage base. I'm going to be making sure y'all are not getting topped off, but like the old, hey, at least you're alive.
Yeah.
Kind of those kind of situations.
And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my ensnaring strike will not hit on.
I mean, it'll hit.
Yeah.
Just hit the
won't
dragon.
matter
Break
as
through.
it will go. Eh.
Whack.
Yeah, so I'll at least have. What's that?
You use
I'll
Hunter's
have-
Mark.
I don't have Hunter's Mark.
Oh.
Or,
Excuse me.
He's not that kind of hunter.
remember,
Wait a minute.
I'm a Beastmaster
Eh.
who also spec'd his character in a very weird way compared
It's
You know
to
what?
his
okay. We're
normal.
telling
You know what?
stories.
I hear they fixed Beastmaster in the new book, so maybe
That's what I heard too.
we'll take a look when the new book comes out.
Ooh.
Um, but I do have all my spell slots are probably going to just be for Curie as well, if not myself.
Yeah. So.
If you're
mean,
in
I'm
range
fine
to
with
get
my
hit,
shield.
we have a lot of problems.
Oh
Just
yeah.
saying.
So what's the plan here?
We don't
Plan.
have a plan. We don't talk about plans
Yeah,
until
yeah,
we're
yeah.
already
So-
knee deep into
I
it.
see.
So
That's right.
I have 2 of the healing potions, which probably then means Kiv has 1 of the healing potions if the party has 3, according to the sheet. And
I
then
have 2 normal healings, and then I've got Great Mars, Big Mars.
okay, I guess I'm a little confused on the sheet then. But I know I on my person have 2 healing potions and the Big Mar potion.
Sure.
I'm aware that Kiv also has healing potions,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many, but at least the Big Mar potion.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
And I would say let's at least pocket these other 2 ones because I think this stuff up here was just like what was also in our house.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just unclaimed stuff.
Yeah.
Let's
Do you-
definitely.
Want me to carry just in case? Or does everyone want to make sure they have an equal amount of healing potions? Because
You should have a healing potion. Oh, we mean
Because
like
I
in
have-
even distribution.
I have healing kits as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But, I've got, my healing words that can get out. But, if I do not want to be near you guys if I don't need to be. So please
I
don't
would-
move
Right.
30 feet away from me. 'Cause I
would-
can't reach you.
I would say Kiv and Spit should each take those last 2 healing potions.
Okay.
Done. All right, I'm shifting that to my unit.
So I have 2 normals, 1 Great Mar.
I have, and then I also have
Big
2
Mar.
normals and one
Big
Big
Mar.
Mar.
The greatest of Mars.
And then Kiv will have an additional healing potion.
In addition to the one that she has. And then a Great Mar. Big
and then
Mar.
a Great Mar.
As greater potion by Big Mar. It's a Great Mar.
Sure.
Um,
All right.
and then we don't need the fire bombs.
No.
I mean, you can take them.
Just set something on fire.
We'll blame it on the dragon.
We'll say Kiv took all the fire bombs.
Why don't we just light a place on fire and make the dragon come to us instead of us going to it?
I don't think it'll care.
Within its territory?
Oh, in the tower? It's a 4-story tower.
Well, I'm saying if it can see and we start lighting stuff on fire,
We did.
that's too chaotic of me. Never mind.
I mean,
Did something
he
did
could
light
come.
up.
He could come deal with you, or he could send all of the rest of the bandits to come deal with you. Which might be
I
a tougher
honestly
fight.
like my chances against all the bandits versus it.
Oh my goodness. Let's go fight a dragon.
That's
I mean,
certainly
we
an
did
idea.
bury 700 copper with
Um,
the remains of a bunch of people.
Spit, do you have minor illusion or
Minor illusion lasts for a minute.
what did they use to hide all of our stuff in the barn?
A rune?
something. You don't know. Some kind of illusion spell.
Okay.
Detect magic doesn't let you identify it. That's identify.
Yeah.
get to know what it's made out of. It's just
What does hypnotic pattern do?
the most awesome spell in the world.
hypnotizes
You mean?
things.
As long if we do not tamp, can I tell him or do you? Is that like do we know what these spells do? I guess I never really answered that.
I can do an
I guess
arcane check.
Kiv would know what hypnotic. Well, maybe not, because Kiv doesn't really care about arcane
Well, it's in her
spells.
spell.
He just likes burning things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of you would. I mean, you can make an Arcana check to figure out what hypnotic pattern does.
I'll make an Arcana check.
Sure.
Just to see. I'm looking at this scroll. What does it do? That's a 6 plus 5, so that's 11.
Well,
I think it checks out. Third level spell, I think.
Yeah, I think that would be the DC to determine what it does.
What?
Yeah, third level
Yeah.
spell. Hypnotic pattern, you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. Pattern appears for a moment and then vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
How smart are dragons?
Awesome spell.
Pretty? I mean, white
It's-
dragons are the least smart,
yeah.
but
Wait, what kind of dragon?
white. They're not the least smart, they're just the most like bestial in form.
Hmm.
Okay.
Either way, it's a great, cool spell.
So it's pretty much like a distraction spell to like get everybody that's not us to stop fighting for a bit.
No. Also you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't
Every
get
creature
caught
that
in
can
it.
see it.
There's no creatures you choose. It's just each
if
creature
you,
in the
everyone,
area.
in
yeah.
the area. Unless
All
you're
right.
an evocation.
We'll leave that behind then, because I don't want that backfiring.
No. I'm taking it.
Oh,
100%. I'm taking it.
done. All
The
right.
plan.
No, and by I mean we are. 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Spit. You might...
Yeah.
I wonder if we could use this armful of horseshoes for something.
Eventually.
What's this bag of bluish green squishy things?
You
What
haven't
the hell?
identified it yet.
Yeah.
That.
And we.
What the heck is that?
All right.
It
Is there
was-
anything critical for our mission? We could definitely ask questions
Wait,
about
hold
our
on. I'm gonna
inventory
bring-
later.
I want to bring this to Roscoe. What the hell is this?
Roscoe's busy.
I don't know what that is. I've never seen these before.
I don't know. Like what?
I'm not-
what?
I don't-
What
I-
was the
I can't
components? I
identify
don't remember
things.
it. That's why I'm asking. What is it
Where
like?
did we get it from?
Yeah. Where
was-
did we get it from? What
You
was
found it in your travels. You're not sure. You don't remember.
I don't rem.
I think it was after.
After Chimera, before Woods.
No, it was after Woods. I think is what it was.
Okay.
I think you found it in the lumberjack camp.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why don't I remember any of? Why don't my notes reflect any of this?
I don't know.
I
Should
feel
write
like
it
you
down.
snuck that in there.
No, that
No,
was me
it's
typing
a real
it in
thing. Yeah.
because he went and you had this bag of bluish green squishy things, and I was just like, bluish green squishy things.
Yeah. All right. I don't think we need those for the dragon battle. The only thing that I could think of is if one of you wants to grab the potion of invisibility, that could potentially be a thing if you want to be invisible. I mean, I know I can do it, and I just don't want you guys getting jealous. I was a little jealous when you could do it.
Let's just bring it.
Yeah, let's bring it, and we'll
let's
bring.
let's over prepare.
I'll grab the rope binding as well.
So you're taking everything except the blue sack of greenish blue squishy things.
I'm actually after this going to go find out what the heck that is.
Oh,
and listen to the things. Yeah.
let's see. Do I want to take all my arrows with me?
How many do you have?
211.
No.
If it makes you feel better, it's a very nice sack filled with blue and green squishy things.
Wait, do we find it? I know it's a real quick question. Did we find it before we fought the thing the
I
tree
don't
thing,
remember
or
if it was
after?
before or after, but it was in the lumberjack camp.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna watch that afterwards because in a very nice sack.
It's a very nice satchel. filled with like little greenish blue squishy bead things, about the size of grapes.
Oh wait, no.
Oh.
We found it at the. It's in my notes. It was in the barn because I have bag of gems, 1,300 gold.
Oh,
Bag
okay.
of squishy bluish green.
Yeah,
In the barn.
Yeah.
when you
Which
you
barn?
saved Baron.
The bear bard.
the Baron barn that caught on fire.
Was I not? No, I was. Okay.
You were there.
Oh, it's a.
All right.
Why is his name?
There are
Saturn?
lots of ways that you could figure out what these are,
You can eat
like,
them.
but you don't. Like
We haven't done any.
you
Well, I
haven't.
didn't. I
you,
didn't
you
even
took
got
them
the.
and put them on a shelf and never
I
addressed
didn't-
them again.
Even look at the bag of bluish
No.
green squishy things. I
Sure
just. I guess my eyes glossed over it.
Yeah.
We're about
that
to
means
fight a
it's a thing.
dragon.
Yeah, let's stop being
What?
distracted by inventory management.
But no,
and
no, no,
go
no.
Fight a dragon.
The thing is these could be like dragon capture balls too, though.
They're
Oh my
not
God.
Pokeballs for dragons.
Dang
They
it.
might be useful if you found a useful use for them, but they are not
Roscoe
dragon
doesn't
Pokeballs.
know.
Roscoe
Tries to
doesn't
eat
know what they
one.
are. Roscoe doesn't deal in magic items.
Should I eat one?
It's a magic item.
to you.
Thanks for letting that slip, Jim.
Yeah, it's
Got
a
it.
I
magic
heard
item.
that too, and I think he offered that up. I was actually gonna pick
Because
one up
he's
and throw one, but I
He's
like.
tired of hearing about the bluish green.
Do you want to
squishy
eat
ball
one,
thing.
Morty?
Kind of.
But not right now.
No,
I
mean,
now's
you're in
the
town
time I
still.
want to eat.
Now would be a great
This is
time because
day
we're
one.
in town.
Screw it, I'm gonna eat one. Wait, how many are there?
There's like 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat one.
I need you to make a Constitution save.
Yeah, I figured as much.
We could have made Baron eat one.
No, that's
Yeah,
that's
make your
no.
servant suffer. That's right.
12.
12. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Whatever.
You toss it in your mouth and you chew on it and you swallow really quickly, and then hold on.
Do I have wings now?
No.
Am I the Red Bull commercial?
No. 4 seconds later, you get the overwhelming sensation that you need to vomit, and from your gut erupts this like fountain of water that just ejects from your mouth and causes so much pain. Like 20 gallons of water just erupts from your mouth.
Okay. We're gonna
I
take
guess
the.
we're bringing these.
We're taking the squishy ball.
And you're going to take.
Just mind this. This is day one. This is totally. I don't.
You're gonna take 10 points of damage. 10 points of
Oh.
necrotic damage.
Necrotic
I
damage?
don't even
Yeah.
care. That is so much funnier.
Just balloons up and so.
Oh man.
So we would have rested over the course of the 3 days. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So much funnier.
I'm just gonna step back and be writing in like my little journal, be like,
That was weird.
"That was weird." Bluish green things, water bombs.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 10d6 damage. Hold on.
10d6.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
We at
Instead of
least
10
get a chance.
damage,
I'm fine.
it's 41 damage
I'm fine.
as water
we're
erupts
resting.
from.
As a single ball did that?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. I guess we're taking these.
Oh man.
Am I able to stick one on the end of an arrow?
Dang, you're really about
Maybe.
this arrow thing.
I might
I
give you
also,
that.
wait.
I
Wait a
also
minute.
have a
Wait a minute.
slingshot.
I do have a question.
Mhm.
It would be kind of not aerodynamic to have only one. Why not put 4?
Because
On a
it would be
single
very
arrow?
heavy.
Because it would fly differently. But if you had 4 on like a pyramid type arrow, that would fly a lot more consistently. I just created a nuclear
Brian-
bomb. on
Brian's
the-
not gonna let me attach things to arrows without like.
No, I
Right.
just told you you could attach one.
Oh,
Yeah.
done.
You'll probably
Uh,
like roll with disadvantage for a while until you get used to shooting with them, but
I'm not gonna waste them.
all right,
Can I, like
well you'll
practice
roll
with
with
like
disadvantage
rock
on them.
arrows that are like.
I guess you could like take some
Oh,
time.
you can practice with good berries.
Yeah, I suppose they're about the same weight.
That's what he does during the downtime of one of these days.
Of 2 of these days. Yeah, maybe.
First off, I just had the most ridiculous ride of my life as 20 gallons of water spew out of me. And I
You
don't
go
think there's
flying
20
backwards.
gallons of water or weight in Morty. He just looks like a
I mean,
Slim
there
Jim
wasn't
at this
until there was.
Morty just got turned out into a ringed towel
Mhm.
/ Slim Jim. And he's like,
You
"It's
know what these
fine."
are, right, Jake?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
they
Yeah.
are.
Okay.
I think I know what they are.
What are they?
Anyway,
Stuff not good for eating.
I mean, I wouldn't eat another one if that's what you're
Yeah,
asking.
if that's what you're getting. No, I think I know what it is.
I'm so thirsty right now. I need
No.
one of these.
I need,
No.
oh.
No,
There's 20 of these bad boys, and that's a lot of
19.
bad boys.
there's 19.
Now,
If you were to detect magic on them, you would detect magic, necrotic magic.
yeah,
I
But you
didn't,
wouldn't
I
know
didn't
anything
expect it to be necrotic, but it's necrotic.
I didn't think it was either.
All right.
Nice. All right. So.
I practice
taking
with
them.
good berries,
Yep.
and I also help healing with.
I want you to
Morty.
know that I wish it was a half hour later when that happened, so that could have been the cold close. Just like Morty erupting in water, but we still have a half hour to play. So
Oh no. All right.
All right. I guess downtime. I practice shooting good berries on arrows to get better.
well, yeah, if you're gonna take both days to do that, you are not disadvantaged when you shoot them.
Cool.
Yep. Can I also like practice with like slingshotting them, Tio?
Sure.
Although I guess your arrow goes further than
I'm-
like.
I'm not going to eat any rocks. Because
You're
I'm
not
not.
gonna
They're
eat-
practicing
I'm not-
with good
I'm-
berries, not rocks.
Yeah.
gonna.
It's more of a circus trick now.
As long as you
Oh.
live through it, it's a perfect example of.
You know, that'd been the awesome way to die out of that one. Not gonna lie.
Oh no. All right. So we now have all of these things, and now we stealthily make our way to the tower. Yeah.
You make your way towards the tower. You can get back to where you were.
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth check.
I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm keeping a lookout for Engel.
Okay.
All right. Stealth. That is plus is an 18.
Yeah, you guys managed to get back to where you were.
Yeah.
I want to admire the disadvantage 16.
You see I guess a farmstead. It's a barn with a second outbuilding, and there appears to be some folks inhabiting it.
Mm.
But that's where you can get back to. You get the idea that this is one of those guard posts.
Wait, what? Say it one more time.
You get the
The
idea
barn,
that this
barn.
is one
No,
of
no,
the
no.
guard
Before,
posts.
no, sentence before that.
There are people in the barn.
Yeah. It's a
That we
barn
were
and a second
previously at.
outbuilding. Looks like a barn
Okay.
and a stable.
Are we able to see how many are around?
I could go invisible and look in the window. Oh,
I want to look
something
at both.
happened.
I want to look both at Dimitri and Spit and go, I know how to put out fires now.
Jeez.
We're not gonna waste the berry things on them.
Not now, but just in case we need to
Okay.
put out a fire.
Okay. All right, so something changed.
Yeah, you're on the map of the barn and stable that you have found.
We should claim this.
But there are people in there.
We
There
got
are
a
people
lot
in
of
there, it's
in
true.
I will reiterate my first statement. We should claim this.
Okay. All right, so
But you can still go
Um,
grovel if you want.
I mean, eventually, but I will go ahead and. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go invisible
Mhm.
so that I can see who's inside.
Okay. Which building would you like to investigate?
The bigger one with the fire coming out of it, right?
Yep. Make an advantaged stealth check.
Ooh, 14. The building moved. Oh,
No. It's all an elaborate mimic.
That's all it is. One mimic.
Right. In the large building, you see some folks. It's clearly a barn. It looks like there might be I don't know. There's it's like a guardhouse kind of thing.
yeah. And I see that there are 3 beings in it.
3 people in it. Yeah.
Are there any barrels inside?
There are a couple. There is a barrel here where there's a barrel pictured, and a barrel here, and there are 2 barrels here holding up a board that appears to be laid across them like a table
Gotcha.
Ooh.
and or bench, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Are the people doing anything? Like,
They're kind
sitting
of
there
like
playing a
sharpening
game?
weapons and like
They're
just
sharpening
like
weapons.
overall preparing, like, I don't know, just like staying relatively alert. Not alert enough to overcome your 18 stealth check. But yeah.
all right. So I guess I sneak back and let the guys know.
Okay.
Hey, there's 3 people in there. Do you want me to go check the other barn place?
Yes.
Whatever gets your goat.
All right. So I go and check the other barn place.
You see another person, and you see 2 red drakes
Gotcha.
chained up to the walls.
All right. Same situation. Is he like feeding the drakes? Is he bathing
Yeah.
them?
He's feeding them.
Okay.
I'll make sure I can snipe him from 1,000 feet away.
Right.
Huh?
Is this tree on fire?
No, it's
No,
just
it's
autumn.
just fall.
Oh, okay.
Come on, we don't do that here.
Um.
Hey, just because I am like taking numbers.
Which
Yeah.
in this place, I'm assuming is this guy the one that seems like the man in charge? 'Cause
He appears to be giving directions, yeah.
The weapons that I saw that they were sharpening or that they had on their person, were they all melee weapons? Like you said, they were sharpening weapons, so I imagine you weren't referring to like sharpening a crossbow and stuff.
So the not leader folks look like they have scimitars and light crossbows.
Mm.
And the guy who's in charge appears to be wearing like pretty heavy armor, and has a great sword and a short bow.
Okay. Is there a way? How does like surprise or ambush work?
If they don't see where they're being attacked from, you get advantage on the attack. And then I guess what are you like? There's not like a surprise round; it's a condition.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha,
So as
gotcha.
soon as something would happen that would counter that condition, they are no longer surprised.
Gotcha. But yeah, no, I meant more in terms of like if I were to perform an action and then that just basically begins initiative if we were to go into combat.
Yeah, I mean, like at this point, because like they're not alert at all. Like
Yeah.
this, it's a little bit different if like you're hiding while combat happens, where
Mhm.
like you would get advantage,
got
but
it.
like you
Yeah.
wouldn't be like able to coordinate that assault, right? But if you
Yeah.
wanted theoretically, at least on this guy in the stables, like you could coordinate an attack between all 4 of you
Yeah.
and do like a countdown, and all of those attacks would go off before he had a chance to react,
That's what I wanted to see if I could
potentially
do.
killing him, but maybe
Yeah.
not.
You know, that's what that is actually the plan that I was trying to concoct.
Sure.
Because I was worried that one action could only go off, and then it begins everything. But if
Yeah,
you're saying
because
a
you're not
coordinated attack.
well, like I said, it would be different if like they were aware of a presence at all, but like they are unaware that you are anywhere nearby.
Yep.
So yeah,
Cool. So can I encourage Kim to be like, Kim, go invisible, Tio? And I mean, I guess for the other guys,
he does.
can the other guys also like effectively get within a range as well? Like Dimitri, you're hiding underneath the tree or something like that, and still able to go and hit.
Dimitri, I'm gonna need a stealth check from you.
Stealth check. All right. What's that? 23.
Okay. Yeah. Kiv goes invisible and prepares.
Oh, you're looking at me now? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
the guy
Morty,
that's
are you?
the disadvantaged gentleman in armor? Are you talking about that guy?
Oh, you are disadvantaged. Why?
Because he's wearing heavy armor,
medium armor.
medium armor, so his stealth check is disadvantaged.
Oh,
Because
Hold
he
on,
makes
that
noise
might-
when he moves.
I was gonna say I walk real slow, but like I feel like Brian is not a fan of that.
gotcha. All right. Are there any, from a player perspective, is there anything significantly bad with moving within range of opportunity while invisible? So he's not engaged with me right now, but can I like move up next to him? Or would that?
So you would have to make another stealth check at advantage to
Okay.
move up close to him. But aside from that, aside from potentially giving away the idea that someone is here,
Is there? Yeah.
there's not really a disadvantage for moving up to him.
And then and then if I were invisible, would I have an advantage attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless they had like true sight or something, which
Right.
They
but
don't.
They haven't been. Yeah, exactly. So let me pull my thing back up.
I'll prepare my dice.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and sneak up to him.
Sure. So the way this will end up working is essentially like everyone is holding an action for your count.
Yeah. Mhm.
So everyone will get on action.
Yeah.
And Kiv will use Firebolt, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So I roll my advantage stealth, you said? Or just regular stealth?
Advantaged.
That is a 22.
Yeah. He doesn't appear to know you're there.
So, and I quietly unsheath my short sword +1, and I go, oh, they can't see me.
No, they can't.
Oh, no.
Don't you have like Mage Hand or something?
But then that removes my invisibility
It does,
because I
that's
can't
true.
cast two spells at the same time. Okay, so
I will
before
say that like they could set their trigger for their held action to be like when you appear, could be because presumably that means that you are
Perfect.
currently attacking.
Perfect. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm
right.
gonna go ahead and remove my invisibility and slash him with the short sword +1.
Okay.
And that's at advantage. And because it's at advantage, I also get my sneak attack bonus.
Okay.
And so the sneak attack bonus is now 4d6. And my short sword is another d6 +1. All
Okay.
right. Here we go. Natural 20 and a natural 1 side by side.
That's great. So you crit. So it's double the dice.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, 4 plus another 7, so that's 11. And so I roll all the dice again.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's another 11, so it's 22 plus 5, 27. plus 1, just the 1 ones. So 28.
Yeah, so you take your short sword and you stab at him and you cut him open from like belly button to sternum and he immediately drops down dead.
Oh. Oh.
The rest of you are watching as his chest cavity just opens up and you're like, oh god, oh no,
I didn't realize we were performing that kind of operation
that's
today.
spooky. This is a bandit. He had 11 hit points, and now he's got none.
He's
got less than none.
He's very dead. In fact, he's not even unconscious because you more than doubled the amount of hit points he had in damage. He's quite dead.
You literally just committed murder.
Assassinated.
Quick, feed them to the drakes so that there's no evidence.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
The drakes do appear to be startled,
They're like, whoa!
and they're kind of like growling at you. And you see a little bit of smoke kind of poof from the sides of their jaws.
Because I attacked and they were ready to attack, can they still have expected to fire and then potentially hit one of these drakes instead?
No, because they don't have line of sight on either of the drakes.
That's what I figured. Okay. All right.
They're chained up to the wall.
So, yeah, they are chained up to the wall still. Yeah, no, Dimitri, you do not.
While seeing that as an action, like I was like, can I like get closer to that barn?
Yeah, the barn or the stable?
Stable.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hold on, this is gonna be 20, 25. And then like 5, 10, 15,
We're not.
We're not in combat yet.
I know, but like
this is the reaction to me doing
we're
the
like
thing.
getting close to combat. I can
Mhm.
feel
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to maintain a combat-esque situation here, and I'm like,
The drake's growling.
what
is
did you
getting
do?
But they're
slightly
just
louder.
growling. They haven't like initiated.
But it's getting louder, and the smoke is like erupting from its like their front
I'm gonna
teeth.
break as a free action.
Mhm.
Break one of my rations,
Mhm.
and like not throw it at them, but like kind of like
underhand
toss it.
toss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give it one of these onto each one of them. And be like,
No.
Yeah, make a disadvantaged animal handling check
why am I disadvantaged?
because they're not beasts.
Oh, you're right. Yikes! That
Yikes.
could have went so much. better.
You're a halfling, aren't you?
Yeah, you right. So I just re-roll that one then.
Just the one,
Or
yeah.
both of them.
Jeez. All right. You toss rations at them, and they just start picking at the rations, and like
I guess I always mess that up. That they're like not.
they're
They're
draconic,
draconic.
in type. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they're more humanoid than they are dragon,
No. They're
like
more
beast?
they're more draconic than they are beast. Like they're
Yeah.
like
and they can speak.
no.
No,
No.
they're animals.
They're
little
like
fey
they're the size
dragons,
and
just
shape of
slightly
wolves,
bigger.
but they're just like
Wait a minute.
draconic.
Yeah, they're dragon
They're
wolves.
fairy dragons.
No, they're not fairy dragons.
And I say,
Oh right, I need like a wolf token now in roll. 20.
They understand draconic, but they don't speak.
Yeah.
I say in draconic. Shh. I actually do speak draconic. That's the thing.
I
Yeah,
do
that's fine.
too.
They
It's
start like
really
picking
fine.
at the rations. And
They're
Okay.
good.
it doesn't. It
Like-
looks like they're satiated for now, but not very patient, and
That's
don't
fine.
still don't want you around. Like,
So we back away.
Yeah, then
That's
we
what
do
we're-
the
we're gonna-
old
we're gonna- we're gonna- wow.
Michael Jackson out
Wow.
of here.
What? Okay.
And I'm like,
So I'm
did
not
you
invisible.
see that? And I
Did
say
you
it to
see-
you. I say to you, did
Okay.
you see that? As you were the one that tore a guy in half.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
wild.
I mean, we pushed the body though, like closer to the drakes.
so they can continue eating. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's what I
Okay.
thought we were gonna do.
All right.
Yeah. So I mean, he was feeding him. He's just finishing the job.
Sure.
Anyway, so I'm not invisible anymore.
No.
You're not.
Kiv is. You get the idea that Kiv saw the whole thing and was like, and was distracted. She was too distracted. He was too distracted to cast a spell,
Yeah.
and so didn't.
Because the body's on the floor.
So can Kiv instead move over to here and kind of in a similar 3-2-1 fashion, see if Kiv can firebolt this one while Dimitri is firing an arrow to you?
Wait, which guy?
This one, because that's the one that Dimitri can see.
Presumably.
This is like Hitman style, like just murdering people, and they're just like, whoa.
Yep. So I'm going to say while all that's getting set up, I'm going to make my way over to the side of the barn. And Morty should too.
Okay.
I will wait for
1, 2,
Kiv's
3, 4,
Fire, yeah.
5.
fire,
One,
so
two,
that
three,
as the
four.
fireball gets lobbed, I will lob an arrow at the same time.
All right. Good luck, Kiv.
Okay.
All right, it's a firebolt, so it's a hit, right? It's just how much damage.
Yeah, I put a proxy in
No, it's-
for her in the Roll20 campaign. Let me just find it.
It's still a ranged magic attack though, right? Isn't there a roll?
Yeah, it's an attack roll, I think.
Yeah, firebolt, yeah. I can't believe you just committed murder.
She's actually going to use Ray of Frost instead,
Ray of Frost.
knowing that there's a lot of
Fire,
fire
you think.
resistance going on around
Yeah.
here.
Checks out.
Fortunately, she has advantage because her first roll was a 2.
Ooh.
You watch as a Ray of Frost goes off and hits that bandit. The bandit is still up. The other bandit gets up. The captain also gets
Dimitri
up, and they
fires
start
his-
heading
his
for the
arrow
door.
as well, though, at the same time, right?
My arrow,
Yeah, did you hit?
yes,
For how much?
21 with let's see, 11 points of damage.
Yeah, he falls down dead.
Explodes.
But
and
then the other guys get up and they're not that happy.
Yeah, the other guys
Yeah,
come out, and then
Operation
I'm going to need
Murder.
initiative rolls from you guys.
Woo!
Operation Murder commenced.
Initiative
Ooh, finally.
is +3, so I'm 18.
I'm at 24.
Ooh,
Or wait, 23. I can't math.
still pretty up there.
For once. Like, I'm excited. Morty, what did you get?
I rolled an 8.
Which I guess that's good, because you always want to be last.
Well, those are words. We're performing Operation Murder, so it's not an original name.
Can't you
I mean,
like,
we're doing it, so
can't you like reanimate dead or something like
Spit,
that?
what'd you get?
I can. Do
I got an 18. 1-8.
a lot of things. And yes, reanimating dead is totally possible.
Dimitri, what'd you get?
23.
How do you know what I can do? That's what I'm most unsettled.
Because you talked about it a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never. Much.
It'd be unnatural. The Lady of the Woods would be happy.
Actually, that's not true.
Uh-oh.
Be very clear here. Let's not put words in Lady of the Forest's mouth.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, D&D Beyond has this cool encounter builder that I like a lot.
Ooh, the red guard drakes are coming.
We'll
They're
see.
chained up, remember?
They're eating.
Dimitri, what are you doing?
So can I see both the bandit captain and the regular bandit? where I'm
You can see
Yes.
the band. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have
Corner to
sharpshooter?
Do I have sharpshooter? What is that?
It's a feat
Feet.
Feet.
that allows you to ignore all but total cover.
Do I take that?
It's a feat you would have needed to select. Yeah. It's like how I selected the observant feat.
It also allows you to reduce your attack roll by 5 and add 10 to your damage.
Oh no, then I did not take that. I think
Okay.
I took.
Then he will have pretty substantial cover, the one behind.
All right. Well, I'm gonna target the first one,
Mhm.
and I'm going to shoot an arrow at him
Okay.
and see what happens. All right. So that is 22,
22 hits.
and then 9 damage.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
He is.
Yeah.
All right. I'll roll again. Doing my second attack on him.
Mhm.
That's a 27
My
27 hits.
gosh.
with 8 points of damage.
He is very dead.
Jesus.
He's dead.
I'll chill here. I don't need to move around.
After you are the drakes, you hear the pulling of chains against chain hooks in the stables, as if the drakes are alert and grumpy. Spit.
I told him to stop
Is
being grumpy.
this window open or not?
Which window?
The window that's closest to the corner that I see.
It is not open. No.
Okay. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts me in line of sight. Yes?
Mhm.
All right. And then I. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go 5, 6.
Okay.
Right, is that how many? 1. Yeah, that's where I want to be. And I'm going to go ahead and fire Ray of Frost as well.
Okay.
All right, so my Ray of Frost is a 1d8 cold. There's my d20. D8. I roll. What's my modifier for firing a spell?
Intelligence. Plus proficiency.
7.
Yeah, you miss. It goes wide.
9.
It still goes wide.
Yeah.
Minis. Unless you don't want to. We'll be fine.
Yeah, not for this one.
Okay. The champion takes cover behind the corner there. And you hear him shout a word of Draconic.
What does he say?
He says, break.
He says break.
Mhm.
Oh no. Okay.
And you hear
Son of a bitch.
you hear the sound of the chains. They seem to be moving. It's not like syncopated like chain clatter when the drakes
Sounds like a
pull.
snap.
No, it sounds like a release.
Yeah.
Somehow.
No, he's got to wrangle, unwrangle. No.
Morty.
Writing down the word break.
I'm gonna. Can I see him here?
Hmm?
Can I see him? Can I see this fine gentleman here?
No, because he's actively trying to.
Yeah, he's actually hiding.
Can I
cover.
see him here?
You have.
I only need to see a piece of him.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
I need him to make a dex save.
10.
He's going to take damage from a Sacred Flame.
But how much damage?
10.
Okay.
It's a good amount.
That is.
I'm gonna move that way because
Okay.
I don't want. I'd take my chances with the red, but I don't want to take the chance with a dude that's bigger than me.
Kiv will go, and Kiv is gonna try to get an angle on him, and will miss with a Ray of Frost, and then duck back. Dimitri.
Whoa, how do you have a... Oh.
Hmm?
I was like, why does Dimitri have a 0? But he's up there.
Yeah, I'm at the top somewhere.
Oh yeah, I manually inputted stuff. For some reason, like the encounter builder for the campaign isn't including all of your character sheets.
Oh, weird.
Because it's in beta, mostly. But
Mm.
All right. So I know that's going to be a thing. And I definitely can't see the dude because he is hiding too much right now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to move. Let's see. My speed is 25. So
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 1. All right, I can do this with the keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't be able to see anything inside.
not really, not yet.
Not yet. Oh, that's kind of cool that you can.
I didn't know there was like an angle function on that. That's cool.
I'm just right clicking as I'm holding
Cool.
down.
No, you don't really have a line of sight on them.
No line of sight. Okay. Can I ready an action?
You can. You can ready an attack.
I'll ready an attack. Oh, wait, I have a wolf. I don't want to do anything with the wolf.
Okay.
The wolf stays near me.
Okay. We'll get you a wolf token.
His wolf
for
is
next
guarding the cart.
Yeah, the wolf is guarding the cart right now. That's,
We'll get you a wolf token for next time. I forgot you had a wolf now.
I'll ready an attack
For one of them to come out,
for one of them to come out.
you can go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Oh, actually, would I be able to, like, cast
Whoa.
Ensnaring Strike?
No, because you said you were readying an attack. You would have had to
Yeah.
cast Ensnaring Strike on your turn.
And then-
Instead of rating.
Okay. Well, then I'll just do the attack.
You're in tier 2 now, and you've been playing a while, so
Yeah. 4 plus 9, that's 13. 13?
13 misses.
Okay.
It bounces off the beast's natural armor.
Oh.
They're gonna double move. Morty, you look over and you see the chains around their neck.
No.
Like actively moving around. Like they're not dragging behind.
Hmm.
Like the chains are like moving around almost sentiently.
Is it my turn?
No, spit.
It's my turn. Okay. So I am I'm going to go move 1 no, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I'm gonna go and move over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the closer dragon.
Okay.
Alright. And that is that plus that. So that is a 15.
15 hits.
Okay. And then my D8. And it's still just 1d8 for the Ray of Frost?
Yeah, it would be 2 if you were a full caster. But
Yeah. So that's a 4, and they have minus 10 to movement. Or
Sure.
that one has minus 10 to movement speed.
Yep. Anything else?
I guess I'll bonus action to kind of. I want to hide, but I don't think there's anything to hide around.
There really isn't. You have to break
Yeah.
line of sight to hide.
Yeah.
You can hide from the drakes by getting close and personal with the champion, or you could hide from the champion by getting closer to the drakes. But
I will go and hide by getting close and personal to the champion.
okay, Go ahead and make a hide stealth check.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, you're hiding. You'll be hidden from the drakes, but not
yes,
the
but
champion.
not
Yeah.
very much not from the champion. Yes, agreed. Stealth is 16.
Okay. Yes, you are very well hidden from the drakes. After Spit is the champion. He will move up and he will swing at you aggressively, like a champion might.
I see him.
He has 3 attacks.
Oh,
I have a 17, a 19, and a 14.
all 3 of those hit.
Yikes. I'm sorry, it's 26, 16, and 25
Those all
for
still hit.
17, 19, and 14 damage.
Oh. I'm down.
Okay.
Reaction.
Oh, yeah, no, but I could only have one of those, right?
Correct.
Okay. And they were 17, 19, and
14.
14.
14. So 17, 14.
Looks like 40 total if you have the 19.
Then I am still alive.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, you probably made the wrong decision getting closer to the champion, but that's
All good. It's a learning point.
yeah, 40 damage. After the champion, Morty, it's your turn. You watched the champion
Yeah.
walk toward Spit,
Yeah.
and then you saw some blood spray behind the champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not sure what happened to Spit, but you know it isn't good.
What?
It's fine. It's fine. I do actually have a question.
Mhm.
I heard the word for draconic for break.
Yep.
Do I know the draconic word for unbreak?
Sure.
I would like to say that word as my free action.
Mm-hmm. Nothing happened.
Damn it! I tried so hard.
Didn't get that far.
10, 15, 20, 25. I'm ignoring the death that's on the other side of this wall.
I mean, you can't see it, so you don't know that it's happened yet.
I just see the blood splatter. That's what
Spit
happens.
is
when
currently
monsters
both alive and
cut,
dead
like,
on
you'll
the other
break
side of
your
that
neck.
wall.
A single bone is broken.
He's- it's
I need
short-
a champion.
Champion
to
is
give
sus.
me a,
Champion super sus.
Another deck save.
Ooh.
21.
Nothing then.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Kiv. Kiv is gonna drop. Kiv's gonna throw an ice knife at this Drake.
Oh.
I don't know what spells Kiv has, but I'm gonna assume one of them is ice knife. Well,
Here's now.
she missed. He missed, but it will explode. And deal 4 cold damage to each
Oh
of them.
man.
Okay. And then that's all he's gonna do. Dimitri.
All right. I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot an arrow at the one that is closer to me.
Mhm.
And we're going to do that.
The other one's taking more damage if that matters to you.
It's also frozen and has 10 less distance move.
Oh, he's doing this more for the
Oh, to keep them away. Okay.
manipulating movement. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Like obviously, if this hits, I'm going to shoot the other one and try and kill it. So,
Okay.
Uh, 15 for a, let's see, that's 24.
24 damage.
No, that's a 24 for a
The hit.
24 hits.
And then Ensnaring Strike,
It's a strength save, right?
I'm double checking.
It is. 5.
Okay.
Failed to save.
Failed to save.
And
Sweet.
how much damage?
5 damage. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So it is now ensnared in the strike.
Mhm.
which is good. So it can't move. And then,
Well, it'll perform a strength save at the beginning of its turn.
and then I'm going to shoot the other one with my second attack,
Okay.
which hit on 21,
Yep.
8 damage.
Okay.
All right. And then I will chill here.
Okay. The drakes will go. The first one will not move, but will make a save at the end of its turn. 17.
Ah.
But the target does take 1d6 at the start of its turn.
Okay.
So I guess I'll roll a d6. It takes 6 damage.
Nice.
Damage. No.
The other one charges toward you.
Wait.
Hi, Dragon. I just wave at it.
Drakes.
And say hello.
That is what they'll do. Spit. You're bleeding kind of real bad.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm aware. I mean, I think I should just go down swinging. So,
Yes.
yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to first attack with my short sword. No one's near him. I don't have advantage otherwise.
Correct.
So it's just a regular attack, no sneak.
Correct.
Okay. Because this is my main hand weapon, I add my proficiency.
And
Yeah,
your dex to the
dexterity.
attack roll, and then just
Okay.
your dex to the damage.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's plus my proficiency plus dex is 21.
21 hits.
Okay. Oh, I guess the roll also gets the +1 too, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
it's a
so that
magic
would have been
weapon.
a 22.
Mhm.
And then my damage is 7 plus dex, which is 3, so 10 plus 1, which is 11.
Hey, it's damage.
Yeah. All right. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit with my. Oh. You know what? Yeah. Scratch that 11. I rolled a d8 instead of a d6. So rolling d6. Way worse. So that would be just 6 total damage
That is.
instead of the 11. All right. So now hitting with my rapier, which will have the d8. And now I just add my proficiency, correct?
Yes.
For offhand weapon. Okay. All right. And so that is a 19.
That also hits, yeah. His armor class
And-
is 16.
Cool. And then that is the rapier, no added to it, is just 7.
Nice.
And I guess, is there any benefit to me disengaging?
Yeah, getting away from him.
Oh, so I could disengage and then move even though I
Yeah.
attack twice?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. You
No.
can't. No, because your second attack was your bonus action.
Was my exactly.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you can't disengage.
Yep, got it.
You can move and risk it. I mean,
Nope.
he only gets 1 attack of opportunity instead of 3 attacks on you.
I also have 6 hit points.
Okay. He is going to attack you.
3 times.
That's what I figured.
Well, at least once. It's an 11 hit?
No.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
You'll take 19 damage.
Ooh.
19.
I mean,
Ooh.
Whatever.
Oh, wait,
this
that's
weapon
weird. Hold on.
is.
2d6. What damage is it with?
Did he max damage and then have a 20 strength?
Spit my have
Oh,
my-
it's got inability.
Oh.
If it has more than half of its total hit points, it gets an extra 2d6 slashing damage.
Well, he has less than half.
He does not.
Oh.
no. The
If the
attacker.
champion has more than half his total hit points, he gets to
Yeah.
add an extra 2d6.
Huh?
Wah,
Which is
wah,
a thing
wah.
I didn't
Yes.
know about the champion stat block, but now I'm scared.
46 damage just Murdering us? Okay.
I mean, granted, I did
Operation
perform
Murder
open
Command.
heart surgery on that one guy. Yeah,
And you did make a
So-
wildly bad decision.
I did. Yeah.
And then he will move to Morty and make his
Oh.
third attack against Morty.
Hey, it's your boy, DJ.
29, that is a crit. For...
No, it's not.
Are you going to take it away? Okay.
Okay.
It's just 20 damage then. Otherwise, it would have been 32. Morty.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
10.
He is held.
Okay.
Oh.
Just let him be. I
Yeah.
say it loud to everybody.
Yeah.
Do not touch me. And I say that just angrily, poutedly, just walk past everybody and just stand like.
I mean, touching him doesn't matter.
No, I know. I'm just.
He just
Meaning
gets
you
a
don't
save
attack.
at the end
This is
of
the
each
first time I
turn.
ever cast this spell. I'm like, don't
Sure.
touch anything. It's kind of like the grandma with the plastic over the couch.
Sure.
You're not allowed touching
Yeah,
anything.
that's fine. After Morty is Kiv. Kiv will move over here and do a Ray of Frost at Ray of Frost. Does Kiv have anything better left? He's gonna do a chromatic orb of cold at that Drake and hit for 3d8 cold damage. For 13 damage,
Okay.
which is substantial. Is there a secondary effect? No, just the damage. Okay. Just a second. After Kiv is Dimitri. You have a Drake right in your face.
And is that the one that just took 13 damage?
It is.
All right.
Yes.
Am I able to attack with my short sword, or do I need to draw it?
No, you can attack with your short sword.
I'd be able to attack with my short sword. Okay. Let me grab another d6. So I'm gonna do. Well, I'm gonna do both my attacks with the short sword.
Mhm.
Do my regular attack and then my extra attack against the Drake. All right. First attack is a. Man, why is my attack bonus +7? But I'll take it. It's a 24.
24 hits.
And it takes 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, because it's dexterity. Okay, because they're piercing weapons. All right, and then the second attack is 17.
17 also hits.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will feed it a good berry. No, I'm not.
No.
It eats the good berry and also your arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, no, I guess I'll just prepare for an attack
Okay.
of some type
Sure.
defensively. So I'm done.
Yeah. After you is the Drake. It's gonna bite at you. Once I find it. Bite. For I hit on an 18
Yes.
for 11,
Ouch.
and then it'll thwack at you with its tail. 15.
15 does not hit.
Misses. The other one, 10, 20, 30, 40, gets 5 feet away from you and growls because it can't reach you.
And I wave at him and I say hi.
Spit.
All
I
right.
need Are you? Did you heal him? No.
I didn't have
No.
I need a death save.
So
Spit.
it's a what save?
It's a D20 roll. It's a death saving
Just
throw.
flat. Okay. 19.
19 is good.
Ooh, so close.
It was so close.
At the end of the champion's turn,
Wisdom save.
he's going to make a wisdom save. 11.
No.
Then Morty.
I'm gonna give him a cure wounds, so you just max out at 11 hit points,
All right.
and then I'm gonna be like,
Don't do that again.
I'm gonna say, I really like what you did there, bud. I'm sorry I wasn't closer. The guy's just suspended an animation. If you want to stab him, you go for it. Do it.
If you want
I'm
to
just
walk
saying,
up,
he will reanimate real quick if he
If he's-
passes.
if he's frozen in place, do I get advantage on him?
So he has a paralyzed condition,
So
which
when you
means
hit,
you are
crit.
advantaged on the attack roll. It also means
Got it.
if you hit, it's an automatic crit
Got it.
on
So
any
just
melee
go-
attack within 5 feet.
Yep.
Yeah. So and I say that and I'm like, let's get up there, but I feel like my cure wounds is like me just picking him up by the shoulder,
Yeah.
like by the almost close, like
The
let's
strap
go,
on
bud.
my
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll be outside, and I go
Yeah.
on the other side of him.
Got it.
Sure.
Actually, I'll be right there.
All right.
Kiv. I'm controlling Kiv. That's right.
I know. Yeah.
I am Kim.
Interesting. She's
These
gonna
are
do another chromatic orb. And
I
we'll
am
hit for
Boom.
17 acid damage,
Wow.
which will destroy that Drake faux show.
I like it.
After Kiv is Dimitri.
Dimitri will cast Ensnaring Strike
Mm-hmm.
at.
It'll growl so hard.
It will growl so hard.
All
All right, and then I will take my bow and I will shoot at the Drake there.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm just
Point
gonna
it
fire
right
both arrows at it.
Mhm.
So 8 plus 9, so that's 17.
17 hits.
Plus 9. That's insane.
And then the other one's a 28.
Mhm.
I rolled the wrong 2 dice, so. All right, first damage is a 5.
Okay.
Second damage is a 10.
Okay. It looks super bummed out about that.
Less than happy.
He will make his strength save. 17 on the strength save.
I believe that is.
That
'cause
is well
it's-
above your DC, yeah.
Yeah, because my DC is like 14.
Yeah. After Dimitri is that red Drake, and he will move up, and he will bite at you. 23 hits for 9 damage,
Yep,
and he will whack you with his tail. A 6 will miss.
a 6 will miss.
Spit.
Moving catty corner
Mhm.
on the other side, and I'm going for the hit. Auto advantage.
Yep.
Okay. So hitting with my short sword plus 1. So I get
Please.
that is
Hit
a
him.
23.
That is an automatic crit. Yeah.
Woo!
So I will go ahead and roll that. So that is 11 plus 5 is 16, 18, and then rolling again. That is 23,
This might be the first time I've ever had hold first never work for me.
30 damage.
Let me ask you something. Would you like to spend 3 bennies to get max damage on that critical strike?
What advantage we have?
I mean,
Yes,
Like
actually.
yeah,
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Kill him.
yeah.
Kill him. Murder
So how
him.
many dice are you rolling?
5d6.
So 30,
That would
60
double my
plus
damage.
60
Plus
plus 1 plus your dex modifier.
Oh, I didn't add that before, but that guy was super dead anyway. So yeah, so that would be 64 then.
Okay. He's still up. He
Yeah, I
is
mean, I
very
figured
unhappy, but he's still up.
Yeah, I mean, I figured so after like I whacked him for a bunch and he still had more than half his health points.
It was real bad that that's how you're getting us these bennies, where
All
we
right,
had to use a maxed out
so
upgrades. Do it
now
again.
I will go and attack him with my second attack, the Rapier, which is just straight up regular because I don't get a second sneak attack bonus because
Correct.
it's once per turn.
It will
So-
probably be more next time. I stole it from somebody else's channel, and I have to review the numbers for it.
Ah,
I think
Right,
it's
so-
8 over there.
so that's 17 to hit.
17 does hit. His AC is 16.
Crit.
Yep, and no, what?
It's still a crit.
It's an auto
He's still
crit.
paralyzed.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so 5 plus.
I'll never shortchange yourself.
Yep, gotcha. So that is 2d8 rolls in 8 total.
Okay. At the end of his turn, he'll make a wisdom save.
Please fail, for the love of God. Please. He's not gonna fail. He's gonna live.
15.
Uh huh.
Successful.
Hey, it's okay. It's my turn now.
It is your turn.
I need to. no, I need a dex saving throw.
5.
Yeah. It's not gonna kill him. I know it's not. This guy had the last of this dude has not been 11 damage. This guy's still up. He's about to murder the heck out of both of us.
Kiv is gonna go after that Drake again.
No.
17 will hit.
What happened?
The Kiv is doing another chromatic orb with that Drake.
Got it.
All right. It takes some more damage.
Oh, what about
Dimitri.
I mean, okay.
What?
So,
Huh?
What was the champion's action that round?
He
Oh,
was
he
paralyzed.
saved.
He can make a save at the end of his turn.
Oh, got it. Yep.
Yeah.
how do range attacks work when I'm engaged or when a monster is
Disadvantage.
They're
engaged?
disadvantage.
It's just a disadvantage?
Unless you take the crossbow expert feat.
No, because it's a longbow. All right. Yeah. So I will do. Does ensnaring strike work on melee weapons?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Let's find out.
Range.
Wait, say it one more time.
It says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before
Yep.
the
Be any
spell
attack.
ends.
Any weapon attack.
Cool. Would I be able to make both an attack with my bow and my sword, or is it only one or the other?
I would say. I mean, I guess you can split your attack up, so I'd say yeah.
We'll go with the bow on both of them. All right, so I'm gonna first shoot an arrow at the champion.
You're doing it at disadvantage willingly?
Yes, willingly.
Okay.
Some BDE right there.
Because at disadvantage, that's still a 17.
Yeah, you and your
Yeah, that
plus
hits.
9.
Because the other one would have been a 20, which would have been woo. But that does 7 plus 4, so that's 11 damage.
11. Okay,
Did he die?
he did not.
That's a real mood right there.
That is a mood. All right, because I don't want y'all to die.
Only one
Yeah.
of them will die, presumably.
One of us is about to get turned into mincemeat.
Presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he might be below half HP.
I hope
So-
so.
I would hope so too. Because with ensnaring strike, a creature cannot make an attack.
No, they're just
They
restrained. I
cannot
think, right?
move.
So
Yeah,
would I
so
be
they
able to-
can't move, and then attacks against them are at advantage, and their attacks are at disadvantage,
Would
and
I
they
be
get disadvantage on dex saves.
would I be able to move away from it then?
It would still get a disadvantage attack against you.
Okay. So that would be that. Yeah, I'll just shoot the. I'll shoot the. I will cast Ensnaring Strike and then shoot the Drake.
Okay.
Point blank at disadvantage.
Yep. Why don't you just roll the dice?
Mhm.
Well, it's a 28.
Oh my
That hits.
goodness!
So you watch as these vines grow out of the ground and encapsulate the now dead Drake.
Yeah.
It had 1 remaining hit point.
Ah.
I also did 8 damage, so I had a 19 and a 20 on my 2 dice.
Wow. All right.
After Dimitri are the Drakes. The Drakes are done. Spit.
I will go and hit again.
Murder, please, please.
I mean-
this guy's about to murder us.
Yes, I'm
Not-
aware.
Gucci.
I'm aware. So just regular attack, no longer any advantage or anything like that, but it does
Right.
get the sneak attack
Correct.
attribute because Morty's right here.
Correct.
So that is 23.
23 hits.
Now I go and I roll. That's 24. I keep forgetting that one.
24 also
Okay.
hits.
All right, so that is 15, 21 plus 1, 22, 25 damage.
Okay.
All right, rapier attack.
Mhm.
That's 3, that's a 12.
That will miss.
Yep.
On his turn, he will swing his greatsword at you.
Yeah,
28 will hit. For
Yes, it does hit.
11 damage.
all right. I see it, and so I take that rounded down or up.
Down.
Down. So 5 damage, so I am still up.
He swings again. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
For 11 damage.
I'm down.
What's your
Yep.
armor class?
It's
14.
like 6.
He's
That's
rolled
not good.
2 14. and
It's like
awful.
6 maybe.
And the
Yeah.
third attack's going out to Morty.
Yeah.
It's a 13 hit.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. After that is Morty.
Morty.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Mhm.
I'm casting Healing Word
Mhm.
on my boy over there, Spit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going, that's my bonus action. As my action, I'm going to assist and help
You're going to use the aid action?
the
help
aid action
Sure.
to
To make it
have it
stand up?
so, no. So when you attack this boy, you have advantage.
Oh.
Because we learned that it's way easier for a big damage dealer just to get assisted on than doing the crap that happens.
Yep.
Hey,
Ki-
PSA everybody, use your aid
Help
action.
action. That's why we named a benefit coffee program after it.
Yeah.
Kiv misses with a chromatic orb.
Shoot.
Dimitri.
Right. I just used 2 more arrows. All right. I'm going to.
7.
Are you counting my arrows as well?
Oh.
No. He asked how many hit points. I didn't tell him
Oh.
7.
I was about to say. No, I've only shot 6 arrows this time around.
Close.
Actually, I think I've shot 7.
What are you doing now?
I'm going to shoot the dude
Mhm.
with both shots. I'm just going to fling some arrows.
Woo! Thank you for the raid.
We have a
famous
raid? Really?
horse. Yeah. Woo woo.
I don't think we've ever gotten a raid before. I am unprepared for the raid.
This is the raid.
You all should be offer the raiders a warm invitation to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Hey,
Be good
Raider,
neighbors.
you're an awesome Raider.
All right.
So
Who rated us? Famous Horse. All right.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for the rave. We don't have an SO command. I just realized that I did that by default. But if you guys are new here, we are Initiative Coffee. We are doing an episode of In the Red, where we are adventurers trying to make up for a pretty significant debt. I just sliced the person in half, but that was a long time ago because I got sliced in half like 2 times already. But we're about to go ahead and finish this battle and make our way to an awesome tower. Probably not tonight, but we'll be making our way.
Sure.
So if you guys haven't, if you guys check us out, it's super awesome. We have a Patreon with some really cool bits where you can go and get us supported. And if you are here in the chat, definitely go check out Famous Horse. They rated us super awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your community with us.
For sure. I don't have anything to add. We should just let Spit handle all of those because he's very good at it. Anyway, we are vastly approaching the end here. Dimitri, what are you doing?
20.
20 hits.
6 damage.
6 damage. So you watch Jake. You prepare. You give the help action. You point all of the weaknesses in the chainmail that this champion has. You're like, oh, you can hit him here, or you can hit him there, or you can hit him over here.
You see a spot where he's not protected? Right there?
Right, and as you're pointing, you see an arrow fly past your finger into him, and he falls over. You're like, oh, Jesus. And you guys have killed the champion.
Woo!
And you can loot, or you can investigate the area next time on In the Red, because it is well past our normal stop time.
Yes, it is.
Almost an hour past. Wow. Anyway, check us out on Patreon. You can help be a direct impact on the campaign. $5 a month gives them a penny every month that they can use to either re-roll things or adjust the narrative in a beneficial or hilarious way. $15 a month makes you apparently it makes you a fey creature that has a shrine in the region. That's what has happened here, and so that's what we're going to stick with. Or you can do a small cache of goods for the party. They're on their way to earning 11,000 gold so they can get out of debt and not have people hunting them anymore. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Check us out in initiativecoffeeco.com. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. And from now until next time, roll together.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye,
Have a good
everybody.
night.